And we are live. Hello, welcome. I have had a haircut, so I don't look as homeless as I used to. Even though I clearly have a home. Anyway, welcome in. I've just loaded in. I'm a little bit slower, a little bit behind tonight. And I'm deciding the first track for you this evening. I've also just realised my microphone is rather far away, so you probably didn't hear much of that. Hello, Jolvo. You got a haircut? I did. I used to look a little bit more raggedy than this, but yes, we're back. Right. So I'm hot laps. Okay.
Wait, I am still in the wrong. Oh my god. And I'll be right back with a.
Hello,
wrong
SAS.
internet again.
Oh shit. There we are. Live on YouTube, RDR 1228, Group 3 sprints and commentary. Race for real. Autodrome Interlagos. We're not doing Interlagos, don't worry about it.
Now it's the better internet. I am officially
Yeah, the latency should be low. I don't know what the stream delay is for you guys.
I'll have a look.
like
For me,
2
it's
seconds,
saying it's good.
3 seconds. Yeah, 2.
It's like a second, 2 seconds.
Right, that's
Good.
okay. We're looking good then. I've completely lost which
Grand
track
Valley?
I'm looking for. No. Do you know what though? It is actually quite. It could be a good racetrack. We could try it one night.
No.
To try something different.
Something different like Deep Forest Yeah, Deep
Deep
Forest
Forest.
Raceway.
Deep Forest
Oh,
Raceway. That's a
that's a nice
potential. And so if we all just, I didn't say anything. I didn't want to go to. Oh, sorry, I just had early access tickets to
Dragon
Gravity Show. That's cool.
Oh no.
Dragon's Trail. No. What? I thought we all loved Dragon's Trail. Anyway, I could see 8 people in here. Welcome in, fellas.
Dragon's
The
Trail.
Discord link. I better put the Discord link in the chat now. Let me do that 1 second, people.
I have a question. Do you guys hear this?
I can hear it when you speak.
Yes.
Let me just...
When you speak, I can hear it.
So either you turn it off
Bear
or you
with
don't
me.
speak.
How about now?
Give us
Yes.
the nerve. SAS will go for that. What track? Dragon's Trail. Yeah, Dragon's Trail Seaside.
ISS.
Welcome into the stream, everybody. We got real, no boost, visible damage on, light mechanical damage, 2 times fuel and tyres. In fact, let's turn this off. Let's just have no tyre wear tonight. No tyre wear. Everything else real, though. Group 3 racing. Okay. What are the thoughts and feelings on Dragon's Trail? I'm not going to run Dragon's
I
Trail if
hate
it's not what
Dragon's Trail.
everyone wants. You know, if it's not a majority vote. I like seeing Dragon's Trail Seaside because of the death chicane. I mean, is that a bit of a rough start off? Can I pick another track then?
Monza.
Deep Forest.
Nürburgring.
Listen, if you want the Nürburgring, I'll give you the Nürburgring first track out. I
Nope,
think
nope. Yeah, then nope, no.
Everybody wants to know.
Yeah.
Nürburgring.
Nope.
It's going to be a Nürburgring.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it a little bit interesting for you. And I mean, I know obviously we're doing sprints, which means it's going to be 2 laps.
Tire wear 25. Consumption 1.
2 laps of the Nürburgring 24-hour. Do Dragon Trail, says Liam Lino. I just punched the mic. I'm sorry, that was probably quite loud. Everyone wants Nürburgring. I know Cass in the chat wants Nürburgring. SAS will be happy with Nürburgring. These
I'll
lads.
be very happy.
I'd say Nürburgring GP circuit
Yeah,
has
we'll be
just
very
been
happy
in the thingy, hasn't it? It's just been in the daily races. Sorry, I don't like it personally, but obviously everyone else can make their own. Okay, Nürburgring is good. Right. Anyway, let's go. The lobby is live. Let's go, fellas. There we go. Lobby is good. SAS, Jolvo, Grapig.
I can't join. I'm spamming X and I can't join. No. Please let me in. It's
There's only six.
No.
There's only 6 connected.
It won't let me join. I'm restarting Gr3. No, I'm not restarting.
Just reload the lobby menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've only got 7 in at the moment. There's DK7 Snipes, who's someone new who's joined tonight. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's Nürburgring isn't one that grabs the attention of the crowd, of the racers. Not many people want to race on it.
Checking network environment. Oh my god. 5 hours later.
Right.
Yes! Oh, I'm in.
Sammy has managed to join. There's Sammy.
Yes.
So I mean, is we're only getting 8 people in. It's half the grid. I'm not one of them because obviously I'm
You've fallen
commentating.
off.
So we have a bit here. I think it might be the track, if I'm honest. Fresh haircut from Matt. Can't join tonight. Have fun, boys. Thank you very much, Yaski. But hello, sir. Shame you can't join, but I suppose you'll be watching along tonight. To be fair, it's like, I don't know, it's felt a little bit quiet tonight. It's just everyone that's in the game, I think, is watching. We've got one more joining behind Semi. Oh.
2 joining. Ball is
I mean, yeah, there's Saul. Saul's adapt on the Nürburgring. Andrej 232 from, is that Slovakia?
Yes.
There's 10 car grid now. It's starting to thicken up. Oh, 11 car grid.
11.
That's if Andrej can connect, because he does look like he might be struggling there.
Now we have Marcelo and Marcello.
Marcelo and Marcello. I wonder if they're a team. Nah.
That Marcelo and
It's like-
German Marcello.
I mean, Grapig and Jolvo, or Grapig and yourself, Semi. Like, you know, it's like those two teaming
Yeah,
up.
I know.
Welcome to the stream, though, fellas.
I'm a team with nobody.
Yeah, Andrej is having trouble connecting. I think Andrej is probably going to leave out. I don't think he can join.
What the hell happened with my wheel? Huh?
Yeah, I thought so.
What? I can't turn. Oh, like, I can't turn. My
That's
wheel
unfortunate.
only turns to the left, and
Have you
Yeah,
turned?
normally
Is
you
the,
ideally want to be able to turn both ways, so...
yeah,
Hey,
it's
Sammy, if you steer
Yeah.
hard enough left, you'll see yourself going right.
yeah. You might be able to get around. You
Yeah.
just won't be very fast. If it's the
Like,
Logitech, is it the you've got to turn the
automatically
power on the
going to the
switch?
yeah,
It could be this power on the switch. I don't know.
yeah, I did. Oh, no, the cable. Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I found that. The cable on the
Yeah, if
that
that's
goes
switched
into
on.
the wheel. Yeah, the cable that goes into the wheel.
Yeah, the power block. Bipser
Yes.
connecting. Well, it says he's joined the room.
Now?
That's positive.
Yes, now.
I think I might actually have something right. Like, people can't connect to the. I don't know. Well, Bipser can, but yeah, you were having trouble earlier, Sammy. Someone else had trouble. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
but it
you had
was
trouble
my
the other day as well.
Yeah.
I think that's a GT7 issue, not a U issue.
On board with SAS in the SMFC M6 car, very at home here. Oh, a little slip. Lino in the BRZ. around the slowest corner on the track. Well, second. No, it was the slowest one, but it wasn't. It was the corner after the one he just came round. Gr3 with a 1.5.
collisions on Nürburgring.
Well, you wanted
Probably
Nürburgring.
shouldn't be hitting the barrier, to be honest.
Draven is in. We have got a car or 12 car grid. What should we set like the limit that we go at? Because obviously, I don't want to be waiting for ages to get the lobbies going. You know, it's going to be. Yeah, no qualifying or anything, but I at least want everyone to try and set a time.
Set 8 times, so we've got to do 2 laps each. An out lap and a lap.
Ah, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll wait for that.
Yeah, alright then. Well, let's just see if anyone else is going to be joining. Let's give it a couple of seconds. I'll let Bipsa and Draven know the newcomers in. Just in case they haven't joined the stream, and then we'll get underway then, is it? If someone joins, they join. If they don't, they don't. We'll just get underway. Realistically, SAS is going to fly off here anyway.
Not if I dive, Mom.
To be fair, I have a tendency of like dying on the first couple of corners on the GP track. And then having to come back and then I finish like 4th. It seems to happen every time. Whenever it's the 24 layout.
Yeah.
Yeah, not if I dive.
Oh, I mean, would you prefer the endurance layout?
Nah, it's fine.
Oh yeah, it's a train your track might
It's
mess
just
up
like
tonight.
a curse I have, really.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
Well, once you get past the circuit bit, you're alright.
Yeah.
Everyone in an M6, I mean, it's a dominant car around here. Jolvo, though, loyal to the 911. Soul in his M6 is, I think, M6 Sprint, that is, yeah. It's the, yeah, the white design. See from the front, yeah, no headlights. Marcelo with a 1.5 in the BRZ.
The endurance has also got like big vents on the wheel arches at the front.
Oh, okay. Oh, honestly, I wasn't actually too sure on the differences. I just knew about the lights. That was it. It's the only difference so far. But there we are. The lights and the vents on the M6.
Performance-wise, they're identical. But the lights are useful, which is why I'm using the endurance. When
I'm with you.
Racing at night.
Right. Shall we get underway, fellas?
Yes.
Oh, hang on. Someone's initializing. You, Dusty.
Should we go into the general or stay here?
As soon as we start the race, if you guys could jump over to general.
I mean, I'm fine. Perhaps I was not fine.
Right. You, Dusty, has joined the room. Are you all in the Discord? We are. The Discord is linked. And we remember live spectator commentary on YouTube. RDR 1228. Linked in chat. Oh, someone else has joined. Okay. Well, we're one off being a full thing, so yeah. Oh, now it's a full lobby. Okay. Well, I'm glad that we've waited just a couple more moments while you guys are out running anyway. I mean, I'm sure you aren't going to turn down free practice. Mamax, do we recognise Mamax? I don't think so. Hello, Alex. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome in. Please remember there's live spectator commentary. I need to just type the word commentary so that stops happening. On YouTube. There we go. Good on yourself. Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. I did have a little panic. I thought that the stream was going to have to start like an hour later. But yeah, I got back in time. We had to drop one of my cars off to go and get a turbo. Am I allowed to join the call? On the stream chat thing, have you joined the Discord? You have. Yeah, just pop a message into the general, and I'll chuck your things on. We just ask the people come in, say hello, and then we'll give the stream permissions over. There's 5 invoice out of 7 available slots here. Everyone's going to be moving over to general though for the race. You all can chat amongst yourselves while you're racing there. Remember though, keep it clean, guys. And I'm going to stay in stream chat while I do the commentary for the race then. Sorry, I keep touching my face, it's itching. But yeah, just chuck a message into the general chat, and then I can put your permissions on once I've seen it. Yeah, if you're new here, of course, make sure you hit that sub button for us and like the stream for us if you haven't already. Thank you, guys.
Man, I spun it around.
Oh, that's youth in front of me.
Hit some of the likes there. But yeah, I'd say we'll get underway in just a moment. And say we just
Like, oh.
Oh, I saw someone spam and then you said, "Oh shit, I spammed now."
Not like I saved from it, you know? I do save
Oh
it.
yeah.
I do have a 3-second penalty now.
right. There we go. So mod view roles, add role, voice chat perms. There we go.
I've never been disappointed.
There we are, mate. You got a sub to the channel for that though. Mikhail would like to race if there's any space. Right, annoyingly, I know full well that the full 15 grid is not going to finish at the end of the 2 laps, which means there will be space in the lobby, and we're going to do 2 more races after that with this lobby before we refresh. Yeah, anyway, Draven, I've accepted you. You can join, and yeah, you can stream it as well if you want, mate. Crack on. But you have got a sub to Red Dragon, though, at least. I want to see that sub. I want to see that sub count move up one.
Nah, that's not worth it then.
W, we'll be on standby. No worries, Mikhail. Be good to see you later.
Alright, hello?
Wow, you're loud. I need to turn you down a second.
My fault.
No. Right. Christ, is that how I sound?
My bad. How do I turn that down? Oh, my
That's
bad.
alright. No, I'm dropping your volume down anyway. I've got everyone else slightly adjusted. That's why you just came too loud. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So this is the guys. These are the some of the regulars that we've got with the races. Once we get going and with the race though, now we're going to be moving over to general. And can someone, yeah, just a second. If you guys are in the Discord, can you just mute the thing for now? Thank you, Dylan. But yeah, I'm gonna be staying in the stream chat while you guys head over to general for the race, and I can get commentating then. There's not too much of a delay on it at all, so it should be okay. Mamax has just come out of his car. He may be no, he's back in the car. Right, okay, that's okay. Yeah, so we'll get underway then. Mikhail, just keep an eye out. If someone leaves, I'll call it out, and then you can jump in. I'm just
Are we
gonna
supposed to leave this Discord thing on?
yeah, head over to general, guys, and then you can carry on
to
chatting in there.
general. Yeah.
There we go. Right, so let's just get the race info on, bang the face cam off, and we'll get underway. So it's SAS on the podium with Kian just behind him, Jovo then behind those two, starting the second row with Mamax, one of the newcomers there, Grapig then further just behind. Bipsa has left the room, Jovo has left the room, there's been connection issues, so there are spaces. That sucks, but they're away. SAS taking off first with Kian just onto the right hand side of him. Obviously both of those M6s pretty evenly matched there. A little bit of a contest for that inside line, but yeah, a little bit of late braking from SAS there puts him just onto the edge, but Kian with the nice lines able to slip through. Let's have a look how everyone is slipping and sliding as we're getting through here. Semi having a bit of a wobble down in Lino Dim. That's unfortunate for Dim, but away he goes. Carrying on, and say plenty of run time left in this race. We've got 2 laps here of the 24-hour layout of the Nürburgring. Semi now attacking the back of Lino with a 2-second penalty there. I don't know what's happened. That must have been to do with the incident there in the first 2 corners. He's just up and attacking for it. Grapig is up into 3rd. SAS has just taken the lead of Kian. Ooh. Yellow flag. Who's backwards? Kian's spun. He's backwards. Something happened with SAS there. Dim taking off. Deluxe, nice to see you. Cartistic, hello sir. Draven, 3-second penalty. Semi up in 10th though, still battling Lino in the Hurricane. You Dusty as well in his GT3 Lamborghini. That's a really nice design. I love the white colour. It stands out nicely, you Dusty. Fair play. Ooh, a bit of an attack there for Lino. He's got to be careful though. He has got that 2-second penalty waving above his head. He doesn't want to increase it, but Lino is now off. He's backwards. That gives Draven, Dim, and then Kian a chance to come back. Kian, though, has got a 1.5 for hitting a barrier. Right, let's go further up into the grid then there. I have been a fair few accidents actually looking through. Grapping off there. You Dusty and Semi coming through in 7th and 8th. Marcello in the bright gold Mercedes now up into 6th. This pack then that we're currently watching here, DK Snipes back in 5th with Marmax in 4th, Marcello in 3rd. Saul up in 2nd place, just 0.5 for himself there, a little shortcut. Crumpen, welcome sir. SAS then well out in front already. As expected though, and say as soon as he got through the 24-hour bit, he would be fine on the Nordschleife. It's one of his favourite tracks. He's definitely the fastest that I've seen round here that joins our lobbies. No one has dethroned SAS around the Nürburgring in the RDR lobbies as of yet. We'll see if that can change today. Saul is only 4.5 seconds out, and I know Saul is very, very confident around this track. This is where me and Saul first met in the RDR community. He spent the entire stream on the back bumper of my car, picking flies off of it in an M2. And yeah, it became a little bit of like a running joke, and he became a good member of the community from that. It's great to see him back. Haven't seen his name in a while. And, of course, I think the Nürburgring, that enticed him into the lobby more. As we can see there, NSAS's name tag just popping up on Saul's screen. It's not over between these two. We could see a podium battle yet. Further down then, Marcello, a newcomer in the Red Bull BRZ. Lovely livery, and clearly he knows what he's doing to be able to stick relatively close to the back end of Saul and SAS. Of course, he has got Mamax in 4th, who's behind him. Both of these made it through the 24-hour circuit with no difficulties. It's good to see. Further back then, Marcello in that gold AMG, followed by Semi up in 6th, which is a great change considering 3rd corner out, he was in 11th place. Great racing from him, of course, in the 911. Shame we lost Jolvo in his 911, and say it's a gorgeous livery on that. It's very, very bright and colourful indeed. It's racing number 15, and Jolvo, of course, is very fast around here as well. So then, further back, we have Graphic with a 1.5 second penalty due to the barrier collision in his Red Bull 911. Followed then by Dim in his personal customised 911 RSR with a 3-second penalty. Looks like 2 barrier collisions, that, unfortunately. You Dusty then, having a 3-second penalty, who's just been underpassed on the inside by Kian MO5. In his CCR Racing livery M6. Unfortunate 4.5 second penalty there, but that's a couple of wall collisions. But as I said, you all wanted the Nürburgring. Kian there taking it nice and easy around the slowest corner, making sure to keep his line. You Dusty not really looking much up the inside there. He's lost his position to Lino in Lino's Michelin Hurricane. That's a gorgeous livery. Only a 2-second penalty for Lino. So long as he stays relatively close to Kian, he may be alright. But there's a very fast section coming up where I know Kian is very confident at himself. And then Draven then. One of the newcomers in the call is Delim in the Discord. It's a shame to see him down in 11th. Hopefully something better will come from him in the next race, but a 6-second penalty. Of course, there are 2 laps here, so not to worry too much. You Dusty has just disconnected, so that's a position gain for everyone on the grid. Well, everyone who was behind you, Dusty, anyway. I don't think he was too far up. Anyway, SAS back on board with then the front runner. He's now pulled a 9-second gap to Saul. Still only has a 5-second penalty. A little bit of a slip there as we've jumped on board with him. Marcello then, he is 6 seconds out, but has pulled a 2-second gap to Semi, who's now in 4th. So Semi has made his way around. Marcello has picked up a 1.5 second penalty, as has Mamax down in 6th, just behind him, as they approach the carousel. Again, some wall collisions from these fellas, not on board whilst it happened, but Semi managing to keep penalty clean. I think I said that. He's gotten away with it, I believe. He's right behind Marcello up in 3rd. Could Semi see himself on the podium from nearly back of the grid? This could be a lovely little turnaround for Semi, especially with that straight coming up. All he has to do is just stay consistent with it. Let's jump on board with him then as he chases down Marcelo. Using every available curb, dancing in the mirrors of that Subaru, and there's a bit of an attack. They're looking to go too wide. Oh, Semi just pushing his way up to the inside. Beautiful move from Semi. Nice and easy. Ooh, a little bit of a wide run. Ooh, Semi's got a little bit of a slip, and now they're back side by side again. Subaru backing off, though, allowing Semi the space. Let's jump on board with Marcelo as he chases Semi. Now, that's one of the more difficult sections of the track. It's all downhill now, I think, from here, isn't it? Yeah, it's a lovely line there. So I think there is a little bit of lag in the lobby, unfortunately. So I guess the quality of the lines are being scrubbed. Both, though, not lifting either foot coming through that part. I need to learn the names of this track. AMS Mikhail, hello sir, welcome into the lobby, glad you found a space. Second and obviously last carousel next. Semi still has third position as we enter the long stretch past the tourist entrance. And then Mamax there with a 1.5 second penalty is further back. So we'll jump back on board here with Marcelo. 7 seconds to Saul from Semi. No worries, Mikhail. Right, can this straight bring anything for Marcelo? By the looks of it, Semi is just pulling away. Might have just had that little bit of a better exit up the top. That's great news, of course, for Semi. So then, further down, Mamax just serving. Marcelo now serving his, or has served his penalty. Sorry, Dim Dim. Kian now up in 8th has served his penalty. Graphic further back then with Lino just behind him serving his. Draven with a 12-second penalty. That's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. Anyway, then back on board with SAS as he's entered the final lap of the Nürburgring 24-hour circuit. Onto then the next track, which of course SAS does get the decision. So now he has got 17 seconds to SAS, and say SAS's consistency around this track just shining through him more than anything else. But Saul is very, very quick indeed to be keeping that second place. 5.5 second gap to Semi. Semi really on the charge now. Very much on the charge, so much so that he goes a little bit wide there. Keeping it nice and steady now, though, of course, and say that lag just not really helping, unfortunately. Marcelo, though, still dangling in the distance in 4th. He's not too far out, 3.5 seconds. But he has got a decent enough distance behind him to Mamax in 5th. And, of course, he's in his own little racing bubble. Alongside Marcelo, who's 4.5 seconds back. That's pretty much going to be between the top 6 here for anything, maybe the top 5, actually. Or second to 5, yeah, second to 5. Something could potentially happen. Then further back we've got Dim with Kian rapidly approaching. Kian could actually pull something back here so long as he can keep that M6 nice and clean. As Kian is a very fast driver, but sometimes the aggression does get the better of his driving style. He just pushes that little bit too hard. Does need to bide the moments of the overtakes. He has got the talent there. He's got the skill level. Just needs to apply it at the right times. I feel sometimes that's where he falls short when it comes to the racing. Like he's looking for an attack on Dim up the inside here now. I don't think Dim's going to be doing too much defending. No, he hasn't moved over. Dim's keeping on to his line. Going too wide up towards the chicane. Kian has got the outside line. I think he jumps on the brakes a little bit later there, and he's made the move on Dim. As explained, that's perfectly timed from Kian. That's a really nice time. Very close to the wall there. No penalty, luckily. Just gave it a hi, how are you? Not quite a kiss. But that's all he had to do was just plan that move nice and gently. Got round in a beautiful, beautiful part. No fuss, no mess. Onwards now with the rest of the track. Of course, for the final lap, he's got 14 seconds up to Marcelo. Not too much happening then further up the field. I mean, Mamax is catching Marcelo. Marcelo has picked up a 0.5 penalty, whereas Semi, again, still keeping it clean. Saul has also kept it clean for this lap. No penalties above his head, and SAS, of course, 20 seconds out in front now. He's not looking worried either way. So tell you what then, as SAS's progress is pretty firm and steady, we'll just keep an eye on that for now, using the timer here on the right of the name. We've got 26.5 seconds off the pace for Semi. I'm pretty sure there's a minute after the race finishes for a minute for race finish time. I'm not entirely sure. Probably should have upped it for this. I do apologise for that. May see a few DNFs, but it's fine. We'll adjust that as we go to the next race. So then, Mamax has picked up a 1.5 second penalty. That's unfortunate. There has been a barrier collision along the way. But he is also 1.5 second out from Marcelo, looking to take that 5th place off the gold AMG. Marcelo then 7.6 seconds out to Semi now. Semi then just 5.5 seconds from Saul. So there could even be a little bit of a dance between these two as the lap unfolds. Semi karting that 911 beautifully there through that fast-paced section. Got to really be confident on the lines through this to be able to be fast. Otherwise, you're on the brakes so much. Oh, just using every inch of rumble strip from what I can see. Unfortunately, it is really laggy on board with Semi. Otherwise, I'm sure it'd be a great little drive to finish the lap off. So I don't know. We're seeing Mamax looking to attack on Marcelo. Marcelo just holding a nice wide line, and that AMG not giving anything up yet. Mamax all over his bumper though. Obviously that 1.5 second penalty is going to come into play, but by the looks of it, Mamax has got that pace over Marcelo. And Mamax does make that move around the outside. Beautiful move for the Frenchman in the Porsche. Unfortunate about the 1.5 second penalty, but let's just take a second to appreciate Mamax's livery on that 911. It's got that very scary presence front end, hasn't it? There is a yellow flag. Marcelo in 4th has spun in the Red Bull BRZ. He's looking at a 2-second penalty with Mamax and Marcelo rapidly approaching. That position looks like it's going to be given up, especially with a 2-second penalty. That's a shortcut and a barrier collision there. Mamax up the inside. Can Marcelo match that? It's looking positive. I'd say Mamax is definitely raring away into the distance. Kian now only 9 seconds behind this group. He was a lot further back. He was about 16 seconds last time we checked. So Kian is rapidly approaching this group as well. Marcelo just looking to make the move on Marcelo in that BRZ. Not finding the gap for it just yet. Marcelo has regained it. Oh, I was about to say Marcelo's regained himself. Commentator's curse there. Unfortunate Marcelo. Try and get that BRZ back under control, buddy. Oh, and he's spun again. It's a 5-second penalty. Oh, what a shame. It's not gone well for Marcelo here at all. And he's now at the grips of Kian, who's had a lovely exit off the corner, heading up towards the carousel. He's jumped on the inside. Marcelo doesn't give it up easily, but Kian has taken it off him. And onwards now to catch Marcelo and Max. 8 seconds gap between these two. We'll see how that looks towards the end of the lap. Mad Max has picked up another penalty, though. He's now looking at a 3-second penalty. That's unfortunate, but depends on what sort of gap he can pull from Marcelo. Semi then, just 4 seconds out now from Saul. Saul must have had a couple of wobbles through the circuit. Semi, though, looking very, very consistent tonight. He's had a little bit of a wobble over the last couple of nights. He hasn't had the best results in the lobbies, but it certainly looks like he's stepped his game up there. Beautiful jump off the Porsche. Yeah, lovely line. Beautifully done, mate. Saul, though, up ahead. SAS just entering that final long straight now before finishing that lap off. Fair play, buddy. We're just going to jump on board, though, with some other people, see what's going on here. The penalty is going to come into play for Mamax, and I think he is going to be losing 4th entirely. Marcelo is going to just pull away with it. Kian has picked up a 1.5 somewhere. That's unfortunate. That isn't going to worry too much for Dim. Marcelo, though, catching up to the back of Dim as well. Graphic now with a 1.5 second penalty. Lino with a 1.5. And Draven with a 3-second penalty. I don't think anything's going to beat the 12 seconds from last time. So by the looks of it then, apart from the 4th place change between Marcello and Mamax due to that penalty, we're not going to be seeing much difference here. So SAS in his Endurance M6 as he lines himself against the pit wall to finish the race in 1st place with a 30-second gap over 2 laps of the 24-hour. Congratulations, SAS. 2nd place, of course, goes to Saul, the man who knows the ring rather well. He's also adept with his BMWs. I think he's a fan of the M2 for sure, of course. As I previously said at the start, how we met. Just a 3.7 gap, though, to Semi. Of course, this is home turf for him, but he's had a mare at the last second into the barrier. Oh, no, this is terrible news for Semi. He's had such a great race, not a single penalty. Saul just crossing the line there in 2nd place. Luckily, that penalty won't cost him too much, though, as Marcello in 4th place isn't within dangerous reach for Semi. 3rd place secured for him. Well done. Marcello's turn now just to cart his AMG round the final bend and onto that straight to finish into 4th place. Well done, my friend. Newcomer in the lobbies tonight. Marmax then coming home in 5th. Just unfortunately not making it before the timeout. But pole position and clean race for SAS as expected. Fantastic race, guys. Well done. Right, let me pop my face cam back on. Hello. Hello, Orion. Welcome in. That was a great race, guys. Great race. Let me in, please. We're going to be doing lobby refresh soon, but I'm not too sure. You may have to wait out, buddy. I'm sorry to say. Anyway, I'm just going to switch over. What a race, though, guys. I was going to speak to SAS, but he's left. Sammy, though, great race. Down from 11th at the start up to 3rd. Very, very nicely done.
Yeah. Very good race, yeah.
Fantastic race, buddy. Honestly, well done.
I'm never using the WRX
Very
again.
much.
No good?
It's definitely not no good. It does not hold corners at full speed. I found that out the hard way. A 12-second penalty.
Yeah, that wasn't looking good for you. I can't lie. Lino has left the room, unfortunately.
That was a very
Orion, though,
boring
there is a
race for
space.
you, right?
Go in, go in.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think
You were
there was too
30
much fun.
seconds in front of me.
Lemon, please.
That was a very dominant run from SAS.
Lemon.
Anyway, what I was going to say is SAS, of course, because you've won, you get the choice of where we race next, where we travel to.
Road Atlanta.
Yes, Atlanta.
Road
Okay, yeah.
Atlanta,
Okay, Road
the
Atlanta,
chicken
okay.
leg.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be.
Let's give you 7 laps. Let's give you 7 laps here. 7 laps.
Yes.
Of course, same settings. We have no tyre wear, just mechanical light damage if you do pick up. Or should we turn that off as well, actually? Yeah, let's turn that off. Just visible damage. Let's be nice to you. Okay, right. Who started playing the British anthem?
British?
I thought I heard the British.
Shoo,
I
shoo.
thought I heard the British anthem for a second.
British anthem, he said.
Right, let's jump on over
Yo,
to Road
I see that you're
Atlanta.
right. I see like the Silver Spec R Arrow.
The what?
The Silver Spec R Arrow.
The what?
Still so-
On the AMG.
Come with the owner.
Oh,
What are we on now?
your pit lane penalties on?
No pit lane penalties, but there's no pits at all. We're not
We
pitting
got the
tonight.
special edition.
No
I got the
pissing.
special
I'll see you
edition
right back,
AMG.
I'm-
Come on.
Going to the toilet real quick. Be right back.
I'm going to
Did
the
you say no,
loo.
did you say no pitting?
Yeah, there's no pit stops.
Okay, good.
No pit
Oh,
stops.
good God. There's
We're
no
not.
pit.
No, we're not running pit stops tonight. It's sprints
Yes,
tonight, guys.
There is a pit stop.
Is there?
He's trying to fool you.
He's fooling you, sir.
Damn.
Orion going for an AMG.
Special edition. Because I
Nice.
have the model car of it.
Hold up.
And I have
Yes,
the
yes,
collection.
you do. You showed us.
Indeed, yes, sir.
It looks very nice.
Indeed, love it.
Kian then just overtaking in his CCR M6. Graphic in the Red Bull Porsche once again. Saul in the M6 GT3, staying loyal. Marcello has switched over to a Golden Marlboro livery M6. SAS, of course, in his M6. Marcello sticking to the BLZ 300. Jolvo back in a Porsche, but Rexy this time as opposed to the The bright and colourful 15 numbered art car. Deluxe is out in a GTR. Got some. I have no idea what we've got on that actually. Oh, it's Dragon Ball Z. Draven in the green Huracan.
Huracan.
Very nice. AMS Mikhail in the full GT race car. Gorgeous design on it though. That's cool. I think he's a Shadow from Sonic. If so, that's awesome, man. Kian has switched to his Genesis. The Tommy Hilfiger Valvine Genesis. We have 13 people on track. Who is not on track? Semi and Snipes are not on track. If we could get on track, fellas.
Semi's to the toilet really quick.
Okay, when Semi's back.
Hello. Darwin.
Number 2 or number 5?
Hello.
Bit of both. Guys, if you're watching, you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button for us and make sure you like the stream for us. Thank you, guys.
$5 will beat that record.
I know. I'd say we haven't got off to a quick start yet, and normally what was the record? 16 subs. Oh,
And I
chest.
am off.
No, it's only
just
this.
took a quick shower. I'm ready to race. Fantastic.
You got. That is unplanned.
Right, Draven, where have you gone, bud?
I was in the first gear
Yeah, I'm coming
condex.
back.
Oh, right, okay.
No, you were in the middle of the track.
But you
Orion.
didn't see me.
No, I didn't see you. You were up a hill.
I know.
Oh, Marcelo has left the room.
Second for track limit.
No,
Do you
Marcello.
want me to go on mute while... Or no?
Wolf's DK Snipes has left. Wolf's has joined.
I cannot be
Hasn't popped
inferred.
up yet.
This is unbelievable.
Troyer, welcome back, Troyer.
Troia.
Oh, needed a cough.
Coughing.
It's a
Orion,
GT3 race, right?
Please don't.
Yes.
Yes.
No, Seema, I'm not gonna tweak today.
That's GR5 actually.
I do not trust Orion.
I don't trust the sarcasm there.
I'm not gonna tweak
Yeah.
today, guys.
I don't trust you.
Today I'm not gonna tweak. I'm gonna be locked in. I want to be in the top 3 at least.
Orion,
Yes.
There is one lobby space, by the way, for anyone who is jumping in.
What's Seema? Say it again.
Can you save that
did you
for me?
smoke
'Cause
something?
I'm
I
in the car right
can't
now.
save lobby spaces. It's open lobby for anyone to join. Of course, if you can get in, then wicked. If you can't, then sorry, you're gonna have to wait for the next space. But I will always call whenever there's a space in the lobby.
So you're saying you wouldn't accept like a bit of money to reserve a spot?
Are you saying would I accept a bribe? No, I would not accept a bribe.
Nah, that's
Not a bribe, more of like a fee for a reserve, you know?
A
A
fee.
fee.
Is crazy.
A gift.
A fee.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a Marlboro design. Sorry, it's a Wallsteiner design.
Oh.
Honestly, you probably could get a lot of money if you start charging people fees.
I would be actually poor.
I think that he will get very bored.
For real.
That's true.
Let's get the old. Let's have a look. Whilst is out in the Endurance Edition.
Well, you'll be able to see some different people winning because people can just buy up the whole lobby and then.
Imagine just Mr. Beast coming in and just buying the channel.
I don't even think Mr. Beast knows exist.
Okay.
Graphic, what happened?
I'm Mr. Beast and I'm buying the RDRL channel.
Yeah, what did happen?
Alright, it's a
Right.
GT3, correct?
You have a
yeah,
1.5
sure, yes.
we're off track.
Group 3, we're just waiting, I think, for one more person to jump in, and then we'll get to...
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Hold on a minute.
You can't find the
Yo,
lobby. It's
golden
on
days
it's
of
Roadway
it.
Atlanta.
Oh, I got it. I was gonna say who's on PlayStation so they can add me real quick.
Yeah, and say, well, chuck me an ad, and then you can always join.
Yeah,
Oh, Lockdown's got the space. Lockdown's in. Hello, sir.
Shit.
I
Right,
added you.
in that case then,
The next
once Lockdown jumps onto track, then we'll just get underway for the second race of the 3 from this lobby, and then we'll switch over lobbies. There we
Jolvo,
are. Lockdown's in the Marlboro
I'm
Endurance
behind
model.
you by
Very nice.
0.040.
We'll have a look at that when we get into the
And I
race.
could be ahead of you by half a second if I wanted to.
Damn.
Right.
What do I hear?
Are we all
Just
ready?
Smashing buttons. Positive.
Are we all ready?
I'm on the track.
Yes.
I want to have one more
Okay.
lap, maybe,
Right.
if it's possible. Thank you.
No, it's not possible. Right. I'm over to stream check, guys. Best of luck.
Thank you.
I shall see you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
There we are. And it's just me and you stream. So, let's get underway. Remember, guys, if you're watching, you haven't already, hit that sub button for us. Thank you very much. And make sure you like the stream for us, guys. So, let's get underway. Kian up on pole with SAS behind him. Slight change from Nürburgring. Just waiting for these lights. There we go. And they're off. Kian roaring away in the M6. SAS just catching up to him. I think SAS just had a slightly better start than Kian. Orion up into 3rd place as the pack comes through the first bend. We got a little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving. Kian up in 1st place. Still on that M6. Oh, SAS has gone off and hit the wall. That's unusual. SAS isn't one for crashing normally. There we are. As the train runs up this section here. Ooh, bit of a push there from Dim. I saw that. It Gr3 backwards. A lot going on here. Gr3 is still backwards. There we are. Gr3's managed to get himself underway. Right, so the order then, as we look at it, it's Kian up in 1st place. Jolvo now finds himself in 2nd place with Orion just very, very, very close behind him. All over the mirrors of that Porsche. There's going to be a move coming here somewhere. Orion's going to move out. Jolvo holding that line. Goes for that inside braking zone. Just holds Orion off for now. These two up in 2nd and 3rd having a gorgeous little battle. Well, Kian starts to disappear. He's got a 1.3 second gap to Jolvo in 2nd place. Let's see how that unfolds. Orion then, just behind Jolvo as we head through this first section for the 2nd time today. D-Lock then in 4th with Saul just behind in that M6 Sprint. Ooh, D-Lock's just up behind Orion now. Something's gone on there. Orion knocked himself back off Jolvo. Jolvo, yeah, now just tearing away in that green Porsche. D-Lock's now looking to take the position off Orion for 3rd. Saul running rather wide there. He's got Lockdown behind him in that M6. Now Lockdown dives up the inside. It's a gorgeous move up the inside on the bottom of the box section. Can Lockdown hold it? Yes, he does. He jumps over to that inside line, covers it early. Gorgeous move there. Bit of a late or bit of a wide exit, but it's not going to worry him as Saul has got that 0.5 penalty and is going to have to dab the brakes. He just dips ahead just for a moment and then Lockdown takes for that position back off him. Well done, Lockdown. Great racing, buddy. On now to the chicane. Nice and wide. Beautiful line there. We've had an issue. Jolvo is backwards. He's round. Lockdown is up into 4th. D-Lock's up into 3rd. Orion now 2nd place. Kian, of course, now with all of this drama and fighting going on behind, it's not bothering him. He's got a 4-second lead out to 2nd place now. Ooh, there's a nice little battle going on between these back ones, though. SAS just coming out on top of it all as we look at it currently. Try it in the Marlboro livery Porsche. Jolvo also a part of this as well. SAS and Jolvo, of course, being two very fast-paced drivers around this circuit. Oh, Marcello. Ooh, bit of a close one between Marcello and Jolvo there. It's bringing Dim into the battle just behind Marcello as well. The mid-pack seems to be where it's at. This pack now being led by SAS as they're just 2 seconds behind Wulst in 7th place. SAS real wide there on the grass and Troyer follows him. Jolvo now looking at the inside and takes 9th position off Troyer as Troyer runs wide on the bottom of the box section as they head towards the penalty line. SAS clears himself slightly of the danger. Just pacing now towards Wulst. He's 2.5 seconds out from him. He's got Jolvo now, 0.8 behind him, and then Troyer dangling in the mirrors of Jolvo. That bright red front end definitely visible for him. Marcello, though, further back in 11th place in that 911 RSR. He's got Mikhail behind in that GT. Something's gone wrong for Mikhail there. He hasn't had the best of exits off the chicane. But he regathers focus. He's got 2.5 seconds to make and 3 laps to do it in. Let's see what happens there. Now, further up, though, I can see that Deluxe up in 3rd place. He's got Lockdown dangling in the mirrors. What's going to happen between these two? He's got Orion up there as well. There could be a change of positions here between the silver and bronze places. Kian now 7 seconds ahead of 2nd place. Not too much danger at the moment for Orion. He's got a second gap between them. Deluxe more at danger from Lockdown, having to defend off that as opposed to attacking Orion just yet. Lockdown not easing off, of course. Just behind him then we've got Saul in a little bit of a bubble of 1.5 seconds each side. He seems safe right now. Mamax and Wulst there having it off with each other though. Wulst on the back end of that Porsche. Looking to make something happen as we head down towards the chicane. Tucking himself in really tight there. Diving right for the wider line. He's on the brakes. He tucks up the inside. It looks for a switchback. He looks for a switchback move. Oh, was that Saul's now spun? Saul is backwards and 5th position goes up to Wulst. He dives up the inside of Mamax and secures 5th place. Fantastic racing from him. SAS now though, dangling as a bit of a problem. He tucks up the inside. SAS makes the move on Wulst. Oh, what a fantastic move from SAS. That's 2 positions up in the straight across the start-finish line, and he's put himself back towards the top of the field. Wulst, of course, had nowhere to go with that. He just got the move done on Mamax, having to defend off that Porsche, and then out of nowhere, that grey and blue SAS, or grey and blue M6 of SAS. Oh, Wulst now losing a position with Mamax. Bit of a battle going on between these two. Mamax, is this a 0.5 penalty for Wulst? Mamax has now got the position off him. He's going to be at risk of Jolvo now. Jolvo 1.3 behind. Decent exit off the back there, or off the back of the box section. He's got Troyer about 1 second behind him. So Wulst in that M6 now slowing down. That penalty has now been served. Let's watch this time as it ticks down. We've got 1 second gap now from Wulst. Jolvo is definitely moving to an attacking range on Wulst. 7th position, of course. He was just up in 5th. Fantastic battle between these 3. Jolvo now making an attacking move on Wulst. Not looking to give it in. 2 more laps to go then for the field. I mean, where we're currently looking at in this little gap of racers here from Mamax down to Jolvo. Guess you could even include Troy. I mean, it's 16 seconds off the lead, so Kian has paced this one nicely. Let's have a look then. SAS, he's just creeping up to the back of Lockdown. Lockdown, who is making a move as we speak on Orion. Trying to go on the outside of him, no room there. He tries the outside again, looking to cut onto the inside there, allowing... No, he goes wide. Oh. Deluxe in that GTR then, he's having a little bit of a wobble. Just tucking into the slipstream of Orion. Could we see a move onto the chicane? Orion's going to have to make that AMG pretty wide to get the AMG out of the way. Let's see what Deluxe has to do here. No, Deluxe goes to the inside. Maybe a little bit of a switchback with a nicer exit. Deluxe is looking good, but Orion covered it off nicely. Both of them. Oh, that's tight. Orion, though, flying up through the start-finish straight. They look to go too wide through the first corner. As they enter the final lap, we could be seeing a podium change here. Deluxe, though. Oh, Deluxe runs wide. Oh, no. What a shame for Deluxe in the GTR. He loses the position. There's SAS now up into third. Just 2 seconds out from Kian. But wow, a 13-second gap from SAS to first place in the form of Kian. Fantastic race for Kian. SAS, though, has got lockdown behind him. Lockdown with a 0.5 penalty. So, unfortunately, that move isn't going to translate to much up ahead. Whilst now back up into 5th. Not entirely sure what happened there. Something must have gone on with the front runners. I'm not too sure. Sorry, apologies about that one, stream. Whilst now running in 5th, looking rather comfortable in the M6. Mamax only 1.1 out behind. Oh, there's been an incident with Troyer and Jovo. Very aggressive driving from these two. Deluxe involved as well, just behind. Picking up the pieces, of course, from his 3rd place loss. So then, let's jump on board with Kian as he comes across the line. Finishing this race here at Road Atlanta. First place for Kian. There we are. Ryan just comes through and over the hill from the chicane. Down onto the final bend in that GTR. Securing 2nd place for Orion. SAS then in 3rd place in that M6. Lockdown in 4th. Whilst in 6th in their M6. 5th, sorry. 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th go to Mamax, Troyer, Jovo and Deluxe. AMS then in 10th, just coming across. Grappig and Saul coming across in 11th and 12th. Marcello, Semi and then Dim ringing up the rear in 5th. Or in 15th, sorry, 15th. I don't think he's going to... I don't think he's just going to quite make it. He may do. He missed my quad overtake. I do apologise. I did catch a nice double overtake. I'm not too sure whether you were listening to it. There we are. And Dim does bring it across the line. Fantastic race, fellas. Well done indeed. Oh, 455 subs. Thank you very much, whoever that was. Well done, though, Kian. Very dominant race there. We'll save that one for tonight. Fair play. Fantastic race. So, your podium then, as it stands. Kian, first place with a 117.3. Orion, second place in his AMG. A 118.7, best for him. SAS, though, taking the fastest lap with a 117.248 in his M6 GT3. So, 4th and 5th also in M6 GT3 endurance models. That's Lockdown and Wolst. And then Mamax, Troyer and Jovo all in 911 RSRs, 6th, 7th and 8th. So, then bottom half of the grid then, we've got Deluxe in his GTR Nismo. Unfortunate spin, of course, unfortunate loss for Deluxe. He was chasing down 2nd place, but went wide then. I think it was towards the final lap, which was a shame. But then Mikhail, of course, in the GT race car in 10th. Grappig in the RSR, 11th. Saul in his sprint model GT3 in 12th. Unfortunate race for Saul. He had a couple of incidents. Marcello in his 911 RSR in 13th. Semi in 14th in his Porsche. Unfortunate result for Semi. I thought he would have done well considering how well he did on the Nürburgring. That's a shame. And then, of course, ringing up the rear, it was Dim in his 911 RSR. So, let's chuck the face cam back on. Let's jump over to the general with these fellas again. Fair play. Decent race colours. Where are we going to next then? It's Kian's choice.
Matt.
Yep.
Matt, I want to say one thing. It's not a must, but can you please kick Marcello?
Kick Marcello.
Ruined my race. He absolutely took me out. Like, absolutely, completely dive bombed.
It was a purpose.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely perfect. I was going into the corner and he was fully straight lining me.
Okay. Marcello, if you're watching, Dragons Trail Seaside from Kian, no problem.
We are cooked. We are cooked, brothers. Brothers, we are cooked.
Anyway, car show today from Gage. No, that's tomorrow, bud.
Hurry! Car show, hurry!
Okay. Don't tweak when Matt is here.
Car show,
Tweak all you like once I go back into stream chat.
I'm the lowest. I'm one of the lowest rated drivers in here.
Yes.
Huh?
Grappig. You're giving me a headache too.
Epic.
Right. There is one space in the lobby for anyone who wants it.
Come on, boy.
richtiges Handhaben.
Hand warmer? Did I hear a hand warmer?
Please tell me I'm back. Please tell me I'm back.
Hamburger.
Oh, I'm so bad. I am so bad.
I just realised and say Discord's probably a little bit loud. There we are, Draven's in.
Oh,
Right, everyone to track then. Let's get it underway.
I am cooked. Oh, I'm in last.
that's a wall.
Oh, that's a wall. Macholo, you're in.
Oh, wait, I
Macholo is in mediums.
Yeah,
No,
all
Stay in mediums. We are pitting, guys. One
Draven,
pit.
you're on
Yeah,
hard,
it's the strat round
by
here,
the way.
guys.
Oh,
If you don't pit,
yeah.
I'm stuttering.
Oh my god,
God.
I'm not catching up.
Sammy,
What are
I'm
y'all
gonna
using? Like, the Porsche exactly you guys using?
You need to be on
Key in our previous winner then.
You need to be on a hard.
Decided Seaside in his Supra CCR livery.
Oh, that's why.
Marcello back with the bright gold Porsche. Jolvo in his Art RSR.
I don't have
I
it.
am
I'll have
cooked.
soft tires.
Lockdown in his Marlboro RCF.
Oh god.
You can buy some if you have.
Draven in his, or D-Lock, sorry, in his GTR.
Yeah, it's.
SAS goes in his M6. Saul in his M6. Mikhail is in his RCF. Let's take a look at that livery.
Yeah, I just.
Ooh, I like that. I like the livery. Big fan of that. Troya in the Marlboro Porsche. Wolf's in the PlayStation. Orion in the Hoonigan Porsche once again.
There you go.
We've seen some success for this car in the past. Graphic in his Red Bull Porsche. Semi in his Orion Esports 911. And then we're back to
Stole
Kian.
from me.
Lino in the Castrol Supra.
yeah.
Change up from the Michelin Huracan that we see from Lino. Right.
Whoa,
Anyway.
whoa, why was my wheel fully turned? How did I save that? That's a
Are we ready, fellas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Let's get going.
Probably.
Let's get going. Let's bang this off.
Bang, bang.
I'm going to shoot over the stream chat, fellas. Best of luck in the race. I shall speak to you all afterwards.
Literally nobody could have left him.
There we go. Right. So then, 7 laps of Seaside. Who's going to come out on top? We got Mikhail and SAS on the podium. Of course, we have got that first chicane. That does tend to be a big issue online. Oh, I need to spectate. No worries, Lino. So they're away then. Mikhail leaded the pack off in the RCF. SAS right on the inside of him in that M6. Placed himself nicely for this corner setup. So then, oh, we have had a punt off. There's been a bit of an issue. There's a few people off and a few people wide. How has the pack got through? Oh, SAS has spun. Wolves now takes second place in the M6. Very big pack. Oh, big smash there. Who's that off? Marcello's backwards. Semi spinning off. Draven just picking up a 2-second penalty there for a car contact, I think. So SAS, Grapig, Marcello and Semi all took a bit of a shunt there. That's a shame. Mikhail, though, in the RCF is pacing very nicely with a 2.5-second lead with Deluxe already. That's very fast for Mikhail. I think this track might be a confident one for him. Let's not speak too soon, though. Of course, this is just the first lap and the first attempt that we are going to be seeing on the Death Chicane. How does he handle it then? Right up tight against the wall. Not seeing any brake lights there. No kiss against the wall. Deluxe in the GTR just makes it. Kian just makes it. Lockdown. Troy. Wolst. Orion. Jolvo. SAS. Ooh, bit of a contact for Draven. Sol. Grapig. Marcello. And then Semi. All managing to make it relatively cleanly past the Death Chicane. Mikhail then taking us on to lap 2 here at Seaside. He's got a 3-second gap behind 2 Deluxe in the GTR. Kian then in 3rd position. The winner and, of course, the picker of this here track. He's looking rather fast, though. Hopefully he can catch up to Deluxe. Let's see what happens for him. So Lockdown then in his RCF looking kind of strong here in 4th. He's got Troyer in the Marlborough Porsche. This looks a cool battle with the 2 Marlborough liveries here. So he's got Troy looking at the inside in his Porsche. Nothing for him there. Lockdown closing the door, making that a very wide Lexus indeed. Troy, though, going very, very wide. We have had a spin just further down. Not too sure who that was. But we've got Troyer now at danger from Wolst in the M6. He's poking his nose in there, having a look at what he can do. See if he can take that 4th position. But at the moment, though, Lockdown is looking very, very strong. There's been an issue between Saul and Semi. So then, as we approach this corner now, couple before the death chicane, how are these lot going to get through here? Let's have a look through. So Deluxe then, obviously Mikhail's got through clean, Deluxe getting through clean, Kian getting through clean. Lockdown, Troyer, Wolst and Orion all managing to get through without clipping the wall. Nicely done. SAS doing the same, of course. Graphic as well, followed by Jovo. Ooh, 2 wall penalties for Graphic and for Jovo. 3 for Jovo, in fact. Oh, 4. Any more? Do you want to... No, not a 5th win for luck. Fair enough. Draven managing to get through cleanly, though. Michello about to slow down for a penalty, but none off the wall. 4.5 for Saul. That must have been due to the incident. And Michello, yeah, they're just both serving the penalty. Saul have to slow down, of course, a little bit more. So Mikhail then, looking rather strong. 3 seconds out from Deluxe in his GTR, but Deluxe looking very strong himself. Kian just a second out for him. Nothing too dangerous, but he's definitely in the mirrors. Something that, of course, Deluxe is going to have to watch out for as the laps unfold. Troyer then, 3 seconds out from Kian in 3rd position, leading this train of 4, having a little battle here from Troyer to Wolst. Troyer, though, looking the strongest so far with a second gap. Orion has got a 0.5 behind him to Wolst. Wolst just having a battle with Lockdown. Lockdown has got a 1.5 second penalty in that Marlborough RCF. It's a shame for him, of course. Graphic then further back, of course, just skipped out on SAS, who's had a bit of an off. So lucky SAS. I don't think SAS wanted this track in the first place. He wasn't too much of a fan, I don't think. So a few penalties handed out then across the midsection of the grid here. Let's watch these two as they approach the... let's just watch these as they approach the death chicane. SAS, Graphic and Lockdown. Wrong chat, you got to go to general. SAS, Graphic and Lockdown all making it. Semi,
Yes.
are you spectating?
Say one thing. Not really. I was spectating and I saw how Marcello took. Wait, who was that? Oh, I forgot his name.
Soul?
Draven. It was Draven. No.
Okay.
Marcello took Draven completely out.
Right, okay. Yeah, in that case then, Marcello won't... Well, after this one we're doing a lobby reset, but Marcello will be leaving. Oh, there's a bit of a battle going on here. We've got Deluxe and Kian, as predicted previously. Kian has now become a problem for Deluxe, so the chase is now off for first place for Deluxe. He's now got to defend for the next 3 laps, I'd imagine, from Kian. Kian really dangerously attacking that GTR here. There's a very fast section coming up. The wrong line could cost vital seconds. Kian's on it. Deluxe both on it. Yeah, neither one are giving that one in. Up and over the hill then towards the right-hander before we've got the death chicane. This is where we can see an overtaking move. Neither one of them. I mean, Kian now diving for that wider line, looking for a switchback. Deluxe, though, set himself up nicely, positioning that GTR right in the way of the Supra. Kian having no time or no chance but to back off. As they head through the death chicane then, Deluxe and Kian both get through cleanly. Kian right behind Deluxe. Ooh, that was a real tussle for that one there. Troyer, Orion, SAS and Wolst as they now approach and head through the death chicane. Both making it through cleanly. Right then, so back on board with these two as these are battling. Deluxe has now lost the position to Kian. Kian now up into 2nd place. Chasing down Mikhail. He's got 3 seconds and 2 laps to do it. Can it happen for Kian? Deluxe back on the attack though, hunting that 2nd place back puts himself onto the inside, tries to set himself up for a nice exit off the chicane. He gets it. Kian runs a little bit wide off the exit of T2. That's a shame for him, but Deluxe puts that GTR back up into second place, and it's the chase back on for silver for Kian. 3 seconds back, then we've got Troyer, and then 1.8 seconds, nearly 2 seconds back from that is Orion. Further back is SAS, Wolst. We've got Lockdown, Saul, Marcello, and Draven. So at the moment then, it looks like this is the battle to watch. We've got Deluxe and Kian battling it out for second place. Deluxe holding it very firmly right now though. Kian, of course, did make that move coming across the start-finish line and put himself second place. However, a lovely exit from that first chicane for Deluxe has put himself back up. Lovely line from Deluxe and Kian though. I think Kian backing off from this one. It was a little bit hot heading through the death chicane last time. Let's see if they both make it here. Mikhail's made it through. Deluxe makes it through. Kian has made it through. Troyer's turn now. Troyer makes it through. Orion just makes it through. SAS, skin of his teeth, he makes it through. Wolst, same goes. Lockdown's turn now. RCF, yeah, makes it lovely. Just using a little touch of those rumble strips there. Yeah, these fellas are a few corners off there. Little slide from Saw as we leave the camp and jump back on board with this second place battle then. Penultimate lap, and Kian is still hunting Deluxe for second place. He's all about biding that time. That lovely chicane from Kian has put him right onto the bumper of that GTR. Could be a move on this now, depending on the setup. Let's have a look. Kian looking to go up the inside, but Deluxe shuts that door, closes it tight. Onto the faster section, now onto the S-bends. Fantastic racing from these two. Absolutely fantastic. Kian attacking all over Deluxe. Deluxe really struggling to defend him off now. It is bumper to bumper racing here on the penultimate lap. Kian now dives up the inside, later on the brakes, and he makes the move happen. Kian makes the move, sticks, but Deluxe on the switchback line puts himself onto the inside on the better line for the death chicane. These two now heading through. Ooh, that's close. Nope, no contact from either one, but it's bumper to bumper. This is going to be the lap to watch as we head through the battle. It's a second and third place battle, of course. First, just touching into distance. The aggressive racing and the brilliant driving from Deluxe has actually pulled Kian and Deluxe to within 2 seconds. Well, to within 3 seconds, sorry, of first place. Of course, big catch-up from Deluxe there. So the final lap then, as Mikhail just crosses the line in that RCF. But we are going to have to jump back on board here for this battle. I mean, Troy, there's a little bit going on behind. Wolst and SAS are having a fantastic little fight. But again, it's just Kian and Deluxe. These are the two to watch. Deluxe has got a fantastic line on that GTR through that chicane. Kian can't get round him at all. He's going to look up the inside here and imagine maybe put a little switchback bump from Deluxe as he enters or goes across that curb. Yeah, Kian chewing every available inch of rumble strip there on that inside to try and get the best line there. Nope. Not happening. Deluxe's defensive driving is second to none today. I don't think there's many drivers which would be able to hold Kian off at full chat like he is right now. Deluxe is doing a fantastic job of that GTR, making it the widest car on track. Kian, though, they're going side by side. Kian gets the move done over the inside hump. Deluxe has no defending moves left for him there. Just hoping that Deluxe's fantastic line through this corner is enough to pull him back through. Mikhail still consistently in front. Nope. Nope, Deluxe can't do it. Kian has maintained the lead. It's the first time that Kian heads through this part of the track in first place. No bump or no kiss in the wall from either one of these two then. It is eyes on the prize of the line. Kian has managed to bump himself up into second place. Nicely done. Oh, there's a yellow flag. What's happened here? Not too sure. Oh, it's D-Raven. Okay, Deluxe. Oh, what happened now? I was just looking for the yellow flag. Deluxe is back up to second place. It's a tie for the line. Oh, nearly a photo finish between Deluxe and Kian there. Fantastic racing. Troyer in fourth. Orion in fifth. Wolst in sixth. Lockdown in seventh. And then SAS down in eighth. Ooh, what's happened there? SAS was battling up in Walsh, but that's a shame. SAS then once again along the pit wall as he comes across the line in 8th. Marshall then in 9th. And then Draven on a blue flag finishing the race here in 10th. I think he's just given up after the incident that he had with Marcello. So Marcello will, of course, not be joining us again tonight after the dirty driving. We don't tolerate that, unfortunately. So then, your top 3 on screen now. We have AMS, Kian, Deluxe. Troya then in 4th. Huge dive bomb final corner, but overall GG's Deluxe, great racing. I mean, you say huge dive bomb, I would have said that that was a legal enough move. There was nothing that I was watching that caught my eye enough. I was having a look for that yellow flag there. But no, that was a fantastic race between you two. That was pretty much a whole race battle. So fair play, fellas. Nicely done. Nicely done. Right. Nasuti sent me a video clip. Oh, this is Saul. Quick review then. Right, okay, yeah, so, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry and say, Saul, don't worry. GT7, this is so cool. Loving the commentary. You're welcome, bud. Welcome in. If you're new, of course, make sure you hit that sub button and like the stream for us. Thank you. We are now doing a lobby refresh, though. So everyone in the lobby is going to be leaving. Before we do that, though, let's save the settings so that we don't have to... Save settings. Sprints. Just put 12 so I know which one it is. There we go. Okay, right. Yeah, lobby refresh, guys. Thank you very much for the sub. I believe that was probably you, GT177, in which case, welcome, of course, to the community. If you want to jump in the Discord, you're welcome to on the link. I was going to jump into the general chat, but there's a few people in there. It's really loud and it's really busy. So I'm just going to stay in stream chat while we're making the new lobby. And then once the new lobby's up, guys, of course, everyone is then welcome to join. Marcelo, though, if you are watching, there was a good couple of calls to have you removed from the lobby from nasty driving. Can you request a track, or is it just a refresh? Well, you won, so you get to pick the track. I was just doing a refresh, bud. What track would you like us to race? But yeah, Marcello, we would not like you to join us tonight if that's possible, as you were ramming everyone off. And yeah, there was a few blatant rams from yourself, bud. Daytona Road Course. Where am I looking? There we go. Yeah, 7 laps. Go on up. Okay, lobby's going up, guys. There we go. Lobby is up, fellas. Feel free to jump on him. SAS Lockdown, Kian Jolvo, Deluxe, Mikhail Wulst, Sanjuro, Lino, Orion, Sammy, of course, Saul. I thought we were already friends, Mikhail. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Sammy's left. Why is Sammy left? Unsure. Unsure. Anyway. I thought so too. Ah well, sorted now anyway. There we go. Oh, so we've got Stuba joining, who is a newcomer. Everyone else is a community member, or at least a returning racer. Just waiting for Stuba to connect so I can let him know about the stream. Suomi Ratari. Yeah, I don't recognise the name. Ah. There we go. welcome in. Please remember there's live spectator commentary. Whoop. On YouTube. There we go. We'll join the Discord if I'm not in there yet. Yeah, it's pinned in the top of the chat, guys, for everyone to join the Discord. Click the link and jump in. If you pop in and say hello, we can give you your voice perms so you can have a chat with everyone else. Oh, sorry, I keep touching my nose and itching my face, and it's sure. Mikhail, I can just see you've joined. V3 Envy has also joined. Hello, sir. Wow, so welcome back for V3 Envy, I think, actually. Right, yeah, let's jump into the general. Hello.
Golden's a planet.
What's up?
What the hell
Good
is
night.
Deluxe doing? Oh my god.
You good, dog?
What's Deluxe doing? What's going on? Let's have a look.
I want to know, dude. SAS, dude, what is he running? I know. Like.
SAS is very, very fast.
Yes,
He's
he
rapid.
is. Like, there's three people. There's 3 people in this server currently that's using the exact same. The 911.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Can you?
Sorry, I spun out.
Hello.
Oh.
Okay,
Right.
so there's currently 3 people right now. 911 RSR 991-17, and that is Stuba and Smee. Who is Smee?
Smee.
Me.
Semi.
And Semi.
Semi,
And they're
yeah.
they both lapped me last round. Like, I was in 10th place in the cars.
That's a nice design on Stuba's Porsche. I like that. Very nice.
What?
Too rude, but it
Calm
was
down.
Right. Are we all ready to go?
Let me finish my lap.
Okay.
We'll do that.
I'm gonna go. Bye guys. Bro, my English.
Rapid.
Okay, bye.
Grappin left.
Who disappeared? Graphic.
Grappin.
Graphic.
No idea. Ah, well.
The Dutch.
Oh, well.
I broke way too early.
Remember, guys, if you're watching and you haven't already liked the stream, make sure you do so for me. Thank you. And sub, of course, if you haven't already.
Uh-oh. Oh wait, you're on a flyer, yeah. Okay, go.
Yeah, so just wait for you guys to finish some of your laps.
sometimes the optimal line is on the grass on this track, so just letting you guys know.
There we are.
By the way,
Little bit of pro knowledge there.
by the way,
Some-
can anyone hear me?
Yep.
All right, cool. Just make sure.
Yeah, I can hear you, bud.
Is that another American I hear?
Yeah. Are you surprised?
What's up?
There's we've got a few Americans part of the community. There's let's say one who's very fast, Sliced Bread, of course, is one of our admins. He's going to be coming on later on to join us for the racing. And
Do you guys usually stream? 'Cause
it's well, we stream from 7 p.m. UK time. It's pretty much every week 7 p.m. is when we start streaming. We'll stream till about 10. Yeah. It's well, we try and stream racing wise twice a week, and then we also do a car show and car meet as well to almost wind down at the end of the week then as well.
Alright.
By the way, D-Lem, this pick's for you, bro. Daytona.
What? Daytona?
This pick's for you.
Oh,
Jovo, that's a very nice design on the M6er.
Thank you.
okay.
Large
So-
fan.
Question.
Go for it.
Never mind, he's probably gonna say no. Never mind. I was gonna say I have a 1,200 horsepower Corvette. That's a car. I was wondering if I can use it, but it's a GR3.
Yeah, no, it's GR3 only racing. 1,000 brake horsepower Corvette street car you could bring to one of the car meets. I mean, well, Thursday we're having a drag evening, a drag racing night.
That'll work. I also have like a 1,000 horsepower Hellcat as well.
Well, SAS will also be at the drag racing, and he's also lightningly fast at that, no surprise. So, he's definitely one to watch. He's got a very fast Porsche.
Yeah, your Porsche. I'm very scared of that.
Right.
If
Yeah. Are we all ready to go, fellas? Are we ready to start the race?
Yeah, I'm ready.
If you guys are ready, now I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Since my
Good luck,
lap,
guys.
it's like
Let-
last straight now.
How? Okay. How much?
Last second. No, I can start. So that.
Bad lap.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get underway then. Right, guys,
All right,
best of luck in the race, fellas. I'm going to jump on over to stream chat. Speak to you in a bit, fellas.
See ya.
There we go. And once again, it's just me and you stream. So let's jump into spectate. Chuck that on, turn that off. Let's get underway. SAS and Stuber up on the first row. Kian and Jovo on the second. Wilson, then Troyer. Deluxe, and then Orion. So let's look. Let's look at this first. Let's look at this first corner then. Let's see what's going to happen here. Tends to always be a little bit tasty. SAS though, roaring across the line in first place in that M6. He recently did a 24-hour race around this track, and of course has built up a fair bit of knowledge for it since then. So, oh, there we've had it. Someone has spun. Lino, unfortunately, is off there at the back. Then we've got Lockdown, Draven, Mikhail, Sajiro with a 1.5 second penalty, just touching Saul there, but backing off. Also a bit of a battle between the mid-pack here. What's this even from? I think it starts at like 6 and goes all the way down to 10. A bit further back, actually. Ooh, Troyer and Sajiro have just gone wide. Everyone else, though, seeming to keep themselves nice and steady. Ryan just catching the back end of Saul. Oh, and Ryan spinning round in the AMG. He's lost the back end. What a shame. On board now with Sajiro with that 1.5 second penalty in the GTR, but he's up in 8th place. Saul, and then Semi. Stuber from 2nd place has lost position. Kian now up into 2nd place. SAS, of course, up in 1st. Stuber, though, fighting back. He's taken 3rd place, and he's taken 3rd place back, and he's taken it from Wolst. Wolst in the M6. He looks fast around here. Oh, neither one wanted to give in there and say Wolst just backing out at the last second. But the little battle between them means Jovo's entered the conversation looking for a podium spot now. He's got his eyes on 3rd place up the inside line, but he has got to get round Wolst first. I don't think Wolst does anything to... I don't think Wolst does anything to defend that. He knows that the position's gone. Semi now joining the battle as well. It's a gorgeous battle between these. Stuber, though, in 3rd position in that 911 RSR, keeping it very, very clean indeed. Kian now up in 2nd place. These two just starting to pull a large gap away from 3rd place here of Stuber. And then, of course, Jovo, Semi, and Stuber having a little battle. Wolst as well in the M6. I'm not too sure how Wolst has dropped off there. Semi has snuck up the inside of him, though. Wolst, though, attacking back. He gets round Semi. The battle continues between these fellas. Wolst now onto the back end of Jovo, looking to take his position back. Stuber, meanwhile, in 3rd place, has cleared himself. However, 2 seconds now up to 2nd place, so I don't think there's going to be much of a move going on there. Especially with Kian and SAS as they're now going to start disappearing. Ooh, Semi nearly touching wide there. Jovo and Wolst going too wide as they enter the banking. Jovo just coming out on top, though, into 4th position. And now Semi taking that position up the inside of Wolst. Into the slipstream now for Semi as they head towards the chicane. Will be the next section for them to deal with. Right then. Jovo first across the chicane. Nice and clean. Semi also through the chicane nice and clean. 1.5 second gap now to 3rd position for these lot. Further back then, who have we got? We've got Mikhail, Saul, Troyer, Deluxe, Lockdown, Sajiro, Lino. Lino just picking up a 0.5 there. Orion there with a 1 second penalty. Just trying to keep that AMG on the track. And then Draven in the RSR down in 15th. SAS then has got Kian quite close behind him considering around here. SAS and Kian both do know this track rather well. Yeah, there's not really too much going on with these two at the moment. There's a 1.5 get. Ooh, bit of a wobble from Kian. He just recovers it though. Lost a little bit of time to SAS there. 2.5 seconds now at the gap up to SAS. Or well, it will be by the time that they get onto the embankment. Stuber now in 3rd place. He's under attack from Jovo in 4th position in that gorgeous M6. Jolvo then with Semi just behind him. Jolvo and Semi both having a slide. Semi just keeping hold of it, whilst then dangling in the distance. And then the mid-pack battle with Mikhail, Troya, Saul, and Deluxe. There's been a yellow flag. Kian has hit the wall from second place. Oh no, what a shame. Kian was doing so well there. I thought it was a second place guaranteed for him. That's a shame. Stuber has now taken that second place. Yeah, next time, Kian, don't worry about it. Stuber's now taken that second place, but he has now got Jolvo up behind him. 0.8 out, and then Semi 0.4 out from him. So it is all to play for here. Semi could look at getting a bronze to silver, and Stuber has got it all to lose. Whilst now also behind, just a second out on Semi, so could get dangerous there for Semi, especially with that straight line speed of the M6. However, I do actually think that the 911 RSR has pulled its game up with the recent updates, especially with its straight line speed. I always noticed racing the M6 myself that I'd always used to catch the 911 RSRs on the Kemmel Straight of Spa whenever we raced there. Like it was just the one notable place I can remember where I definitely catch them up. Anyway, so second place, Stuber still holding it really well. Bit of a pack following behind now. Jolvo and Semi. Semi backing off Jolvo though, not pushing any pressure on for him. Jolvo just focusing now on attacking Stuber for that second place. 0.5 gap down behind to Semi, and then 0.4 up ahead to Stuber. Yeah, just some clean, consistent driving from Stuber. He's not giving too much away so far. Semi just travelling a little bit wide, unfortunately, and it does leave him at the danger level for Wolst. I mean, it's a lovely little pack here. We got these four in a little battle, including the second place position. And then further back, then we've got 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th having a little battle all on their own as well. So then Stuber is giving Jolvo a little bit of slipstream here. He's not too far off Stuber as we head through the chicane. As you can see there, SAS just up ahead, 5.3 seconds from Stuber. Now 5.4. Ooh, that could be a penalty for Stuber. We'll see if one's given to him. Jolvo, though, he's got a 0.7 either way from him. Yep, there is that 0.5 penalty. So then, second place. Oh, 0.5 for Semi as well, meaning that we could even be looking at Wolst gaining 4th here. So Jolvo up into second place. Nothing that Sol or Stuber could do, especially with that penalty. That is a shame. Wolst up into 4th around Semi, back down into 5th. That hard work being taken off Semi by that 0.5. I think this track is probably one of the worst tracks in terms of punishment for penalties. SAS though taking a very wide line there. We just saw off the yellow rumble strips up into the distance. Jolvo, Stuber, Wolst, and Semi all finishing off this first row. We've got Mikhail, Saul, Deluxe, Troya, and then Lockdown, followed by Seguro. A little bit further back then, as you can see, just coming off that first couple of corners there is Lino. Followed then by Orion, who's got a penalty, with Draven, who's... Ooh, I've just seen Draven and Kian having a bit of a battle there. Something's probably going on between those two. Anyway, so Jolvo is up in second place still, keeping it off Stuber for now. Of course, that 0.5 did cost Stuber quite a lot, and he's 0.7 out. He has got Semi, though, who has overtaken Wolst and gained 4th position back off. Well, he's having a bit of a battle for it. Let's jump on board with this a second as they go too wide towards the chicane. Stolber and Jolvo now just attacking the chicane themselves. Semi just putting that RSR in front of the M6 to enter the chicane, forcing Wolst to have to back off, giving himself a touch of breathing room, but a second penalty, which penalises him massively. That position is now going to be going to Wolst, potentially even losing a position to Mikhail in 6th, who's done really well in this Corvette to catch up with this first running pack. So then, this 1 second penalty for Semi. Let's see how it affects him. Wolst goes through. Behind him now, though, we have got Mikhail, who's thundering that Corvette down towards Semi. Just 1.5 seconds out, 1.3 chewing time away here, see. One of the worst punishing penalty lines in the game, I'd say, for the Group 3 races. So then, up ahead, we have got Stuber, who is sticking with Jolvo. Not giving that second place over easily. And obviously with 2 laps left, or 1.5 lap left, to do it. Can Stuber pull something magical and take Jolvo's silver back off him? Jolvo, of course, I think he would be safe there if it was just the one move made. And he'd probably be sticking with third place, which is occupied currently by Stuber. But we'll see what happens with the remaining 1.5 laps. Whilst then up into 4th position, Semi now in the danger zone of Mikhail, the A+ driver in that Corvette. Really nice design on that, really stands out in that Corvette. Semi slipping and sliding in that portion, he's lost it. Semi is facing the wrong way, luckily no penalties and he can just get going, but he does lose a fair few positions there. D-Lock's just coming past them as the marker. Semi now down into 9th position. A man that was once fighting for the podiums here just a couple of laps ago. That is a shame to see. Stuber now back on board, still keeping on to the back end of Jolvo, who's picked up a 2nd penalty. Oh no, that's terrible news. Jolvo now could even be in the danger zone of Walst. So there is that move. Anything can happen in these races. And say Stuber now looking to gain back that silver position without having to do too much work for it. And there we have it. Stuber back up into the silver position in his K&N Porsche. Lovely done. Nice stuff. Jolvo then down into 3rd position. He's now got Walst 1.2 seconds out. Got to have something magical and spectacular from him. SAS 8.6 seconds. Kian stopped on track with Draven being one of the back markers for these cars to get round. But of course he's just moving out of the way then for them. Jolvo up the inside. Yep. Oh no, that's what I'm saying, up the inside. Draven's really wide there. But anyway, Jolvo's now sticking with Stuber, who has got a 0.5 penalty. Which means on this final lap, as we approach that penalty line for the final time, if Stuber can't gain that extra couple of seconds that he needs from Jolvo, we could be seeing Jolvo back on the silver position. Whilst, or Mikhail, or Semi now, sorry, from 9th is now back up. Ooh, bit of a wobble. 7th position for Semi. Whilst now 1.7 seconds out from Jolvo in 3rd place. SAS, though, confidently heading towards the chicane for the final time in a very dominant run for SAS here today. Stuber then 2nd place with that 0.5 as he approaches the chicane, followed by Jolvo in his M6. No penalties on board for Jolvo currently. All he has to do is keep it clean through the chicane. He has made the move anyway, which means Stuber is just going to lose any opportunity at gaining it back through slipstream. May even drop him out and be a danger zone for Walst. There could even be a podium on the position for Walst here. Stuber slowing down with that 0.5. Where does it leave him? Jolvo, of course, is going to take that 2nd place. Well done, SAS, just crossing the line. 2nd place for Jolvo and down now to Stuber. Yeah, not enough time for Walst to catch him, although it was beginning to get close. 3rd place for Stuber, 4th for Walst. 5th for Mikhail, and then 6th for Troyer. Well done, fellas. Semi then in 7th position. Unlucky, buddy. You were fighting for the podium, and it's a shame that it didn't translate for you. Deluxe then just behind in 8th in the GTR. Lockdown in the Marlboro M6 in 9th. Sejiro now coming across in 10th in that GTR. Lino in his really bright dash, or is that Dashini GTR, I want to say? Either way, Lino in 11th position. With Orion then just auto-driving, I think, in his AMG on that final lap. Draven then, he's further back, and Kian, of course, is just mowing the grass there a couple of corners in, or on the death chicane, actually. So, Draven then, he finishes his race, and everyone else does too. Let's just have a jump on board and have a look at the podium. Of course, well done, SAS, a podium position translated over to a win. Congratulations, Draven pushed me off first corner, lap 1, Lino. Doing your job for you. Thank you, Kian. SAS M6 Endurance with the best lap of a 144.1 in first place. Well done, SAS. Jolvo M6 GT3 Sprint model then in 2nd place. 145.09 being his best lap. Nicely done. Stuber then in 3rd position. The finish. 911 RSR 145.3. Walst then 4th position in the GT6 Endurance with a 144.9. Toxic Tifu wants to be your friend. No worries. There we go. Troy then in 6th in his R8. Semi then in 7th in his RSR. Deluxe in 8th in the GTR. Lockdown in his M6 in 9th. 10th goes to Sujiro, the Frenchman, in the GTR. Lino in his GTR in 11th place then. 12th place goes to Orion in the AMG, and then Draven in 13th position in the RSR. Kian, of course, is still running in the M6, but he would have finished around about the same place as Draven. 15th place then goes to Soul, who we lost connection to. I'm not entirely sure why. But that is your podium as it stands. There we go. So let's jump on back to the Discord and speak to these fellas quickly.
No temper.
Hello, fellas. Well done. Congratulations, SAS.
Thank you.
As you win, you get to pick the next track. So where would we like to race next?
Do like Mount Panorama.
Mount Panorama.
All right. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Panorama, no.
We'll just cover 6 laps of Mount Panorama then. Just cover 6 laps.
Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Dude, I'm qualifying. I do not
That's
want
a
to be in
dead
the back
race
of
for
that.
me.
For sure.
Right, let's change it over.
If it's really curvy, I'm definitely using the Subaru.
Dude, I am.
Could have
I'm
picked
not.
every-
It's curvy in all
Why?
different directions as well, vertically as well. So it's got vertical curves.
No, this would be.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely
locking
using
in.
the Subaru then.
I'm
Honestly,
locking in.
Right.
Honestly, as long as I
Okay.
qualify with that, I think I should
Alright,
be in
guys.
the top. Because I don't want to die.
By the way, Matt, how's the viewing for you on that race?
Yeah, it was a good race. 2 seconds. I'm just watching something in a minute.
Oh, okay, cool.
Why is it?
Lily off already?
Yeah, I think the room had...
What time it's glitched?
Even like.
Who's loading in?
Oh damn! I got a new friend. Look at that, guys.
Yeah, see, like it's that easy. That's why I have so many friends on PlayStation. It's just so easy. Just send random people you don't know friend requests, and they're either going to accept.
I'll accept now, Dylan.
Yeah, those
Huh?
are the options.
Yeah, I think the room's dead, but at least we know what the track is.
I have no clue what Matt said.
It's glitched.
Yep.
Yeah, man, it's very quiet.
Sorry, I was just watching something there to do with the car. I've just been sent a video. Yeah, the turbo is knackered on my Polo.
What kind of car do you have?
I've got 2. So I've got a BMW E91 Touring, and I've got a 2014 Polo.
I got 2001 Honda Civic.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Honda Civic, yeah.
And I'm saying yes, true. It's actually IV. It's a VTEC.
VTEC, yeah.
Yeah, they something's wrong with the.
Touring gang, best way to be, buddy. Best way to be.
I know touring cars go well around corners,
They do.
especially. In
I mean,
Lava.
mine does pretty well.
BMW
My-
is an estate.
My Honda almost killed me Monday. Almost killed me. I was going 75 and a 45.
Great
My
car, the
back left
Polo.
tire
Do you know what?
blew out.
It is a great car, GT177. It really is. It's just, it's getting on a bit now, and it's got a lot of damage.
Hello, Kian.
Well, say damage, like it has a lot of stuff going on with this, so I've had to get it sorted.
It sounds like
Yeah, the turbo's chewed, so that's being changed at the moment.
Oh, idea.
Matt, I think
What
you
size
need
turbo
to
do you have?
reset the lobby.
Yeah, I think so. I think we have got to.
Yeah.
Let's.
What size turbo do you have, Matt?
What size turbo do I have?
like you
Yeah.
know those ones they
Like
put in
small,
cruise
medium,
in, like,
large.
ships. You know the ones that go. In
Oh, it's just on my Polo. It's a small one. On the BM, I've got a twin turbo.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I need to.
They might.
But it's
What's the bore
I think
size? What's the bore size on it?
Christ knows,
$1 million.
a million, 1 million millimeters.
Do you know what a do you know? Oh.
No, on
So you
my
know what
on my
bore size is.
BMW, I've got a compound turbo setup, and then on the Polo, it's just single turbo setup. But yeah, it's only a tiny Polo on the turbo, or turbo on the Polo, because it's.
Polo on the turbo.
I realised that I got my muck in first one, but I corrected myself. Don't worry.
With what I'm doing to my Honda, I am going to TK24
A GTI has R suspension on the Nürburgring. I outdrive a VW GTI and R in the dirt with stock suspension if we make the same power. Fair play. But yeah, the Polo's like, it's amazing fuel because it's a 1.4 diesel.
Are y'all hearing people out here?
No, I'm just replying to comments in the chat.
Oh, okay.
My GT7
I've
has
put
a
7. Oh, that's not good.
Nice.
I've launched a new lobby anyway for those guys that can join.
Okay.
What is the track?
It's Mount Panorama.
Yay!
Quick question,
Good,
man.
a good
Are you
race.
allowed to have underglow?
You what?
Underglow?
Are we allowed underglow in the UK?
Yeah.
I think you can, but it can't be. It can't be red, blue, or maybe is there another color? I think it's like orange or yellow or something. It can't be what like certain colors due to impersonation of.
Police.
Yeah, just impersonation of emergency services. You can't have certain colours. But as far as I'm aware, other than that, underglow is legal. Like you could have white lights, for example.
In Alabama, which is where I live, I talked to both my local police and my county sheriffs. They said the only underglow I'm allowed to have is
Sweet home Alabama.
is the guy you had a nice little scrap with.
Are you in? GD177, are you in? Thank you for the sub, whoever that was. Muchas apreciations.
What?
Vas.
What's up?
Matt.
I heard my name.
PT, hello.
Oh, I made it last.
Is that PT Snow?
Oh, what the hell?
Someone said my name.
Unless you crash. Yeah, no, one of my my friends did a trip recently, Cass, over to I know you're Saul, aren't you? But yeah, they did a trip over to the Nürburgring not too long ago, and while my friend was doing one of his laps in his Civic, his his tire blew out when he was on one of the faster sections. He was doing about 130, and he just sort of like had to coax it over to the side of the road, and yeah. He ended up having to pay like €450 worth of like recovery fees and fines and stuff. It's like, yeah, well, not fines, but damages and stuff like that. It's rough. Like the prices in the Nürburgring, if you mess up, it's quite bad.
450 is alright, to be fair.
Yeah, but he wasn't expecting to have to pay it, you know.
Yeah,
To
you
crash
should always
into the
be
barrier, you
expecting
have to
be
pay
paying.
that as well.
Really, should be insensible.
So, did his tire just like blow out, or did it tear itself apart like mine did? Because what with mine is mine taken out, and then the tread blew off. Like the tire itself didn't blow. It's just the tread that blew.
Oh, that's nothing if the track gets closed. You already paid €5,000. Yeah, no, I know. It's like if they have to, yeah, like you said, close the track, it's instant 5,000 before they even add anything else. There's like, it's like €100 per like meter square of barrier, I think, as well, isn't it? Oh, Casper's home.
Yeah.
Matt,
Hello.
Hello.
if the channel gets 500 subscribers before summer break, you will choose my car for the next. Well, you will choose my livery.
I'll choose your
for-
livery.
Yeah.
My brother has an AMG C63, but the old one. Is that the W204, the 6.2 V8? And that's not taking in factor driving into a barrier, which is 500 meters. Yeah, screw that. Nice to meet you. Good afternoon. Hello, PT. I'm saying, I'm not so sure. Is it PT Snow?
No.
Yeah, I'm in L. Sweet. Looney. Sorry, my doggy. Yeah, that's the car.
Lobby is full. I bring something.
Yeah, my old flatmate, when I used to live with him before I got my own place, he used to have one, and he's got an M5 competition 2022 model now, but it was that C63 was incredible. Why do you need to come to Britain? What honestly entices you to come to this place?
Huh?
The weather, it's great.
The weather is great. Yeah, I absolutely love being soaking wet and freezing.
Same.
See, I
Same
like
here
the
in
cold,
Belgium.
but I just want to go there just for tracks, because we don't have any racetracks in America. The racetracks
Well,
in America,
well,
like for NASCAR,
And you also have bikes at the same time on the track as cars. Yeah, so you got to watch out for bikes as well. And some of those bikers on the Nürburgring, I've seen the videos. They are crazy. They don't care. They slam their knee down and they throw it around. It's nuts.
Oh, shit.
Oh, SAS is into the barrier. The C63 is powerful. It's not normal. Yeah, right. My problem, I'd say, not so much a problem, but the thing with it, right? The thing with the C63 is, when you're putting your foot down, it's trying to kill you. And it's like, that's relatively fun. But if you're just trying to drive it normally day to day, it's almost useless. Like, so it just rinses fuel. It's really loud. Like, you're constantly just on and off the clutch. It's just, I don't know. It's a bit of a pain, you know, as a day-to-day driver.
Doesn't sound like a problem to me.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a loud car.
I've got no problem with loud cars. Unleashed Photography, my cousin's fiance wrote off his E92 M3 on the Nürburgring car. Oh, no way. New M3 Touring because he absolutely loves it. Oh, mate, that new M3 Touring is incredible. I love it. Yeah, in the morning start, and it is not quite good. I wouldn't have said that, sir. Yeah, in the morning, no.
In the morning it's great, just not for the neighbours.
There we go. Right, so I just replied to something. Right, shall we get underway, fellas? I know no one's really put in a lap, but...
One second. Let me get a lap in real quick.
Alright, go on. Try and get a lap in. It's not that too long of a track, so try and get a lap in, and then we'll get underway.
It's actually not that bad. I'm sticking behind Jelvo.
Pre-LCI variant. They're still nice, though. Those new ones.
I haven't set a lap yet. So.
Yeah, set a lap.
Also, I have two people like chilling on the bunch that didn't help.
Moogie McGee. Is Moogie McGee watching?
Nah, he's just here for the vibes.
You okay, Lev?
What's up, boys?
Ross Turner, hey, welcome.
I messed up with Tom.
No.
The parents where I used to be able to go flat out, I cannot.
If you're new here, guys, make sure you hit that sub button.
Yeah, but
How are you? I'm not too bad, Ross. How are you doing, buddy? We're just letting everyone set a lap, and then we'll get underway. As you can see, Casper in the background there. She'll turn around and give a wave in a second. There we are. And great, thanks. Good to hear, Ross. Good to hear. Are you in-game? And if so, what is the in-game name that we're looking for you? Let's have a look through everyone's cars, starting at the top. So SAS and the SMFC M6. Kian, hidden out of sight. Genesis, Roger. Right, Orion then. Oh, there's a little train going on by here.
Choo choo.
I'm not in the game. Ah, no worries, mate. No worries. So good. And say, if you would like to join, though, and say we do lobby refreshes after this. Yeah, after this race, there's one more, and then we're doing a lobby refresh. This doesn't count. We had to reset the lobby. Can you appear online so I can find the lobby when it's open again? Once the lobby's open, you should just be able to join through friends, regardless whether I'm on or showing online. It should just come up for you.
yeah, it doesn't really matter.
And the C63, you can't drive slow. It's boring, but he drives more than 120. Fair play. In future, when I get my PS5 set. That's all good, mate. And say, make sure that you're subbed along with us, and you can join in future. But for now, just watch along. Just got PS5 today. Fair play, bud. And say you're going to enjoy it. I love the PS5. I'm glad I got it. I was Xbox for years. Like I was Xbox for. Christ. Risk it, Ross. I like it. Yeah, I was Xbox for probably over 10 years, and then yeah, I switched over to PlayStation then. So then SAS fastest with a 201 whilst in the M6. Everyone's just, I'd love to be able to have a look, but I don't know what those lot are doing. Lockdown, Marlboro, AMG, Sajiro. Oh, there's a space in the lobby if anyone would like one.
Oh,
Right, has everyone set a lap at least? Are they all happy with?
Yes.
Yeah?
They're ready.
Okay.
My lap, yeah, I'm almost about to set. I actually don't got that much longer.
How long
No
have you
put in
been
Xbox
around?
anymore. Yeah, most of the games for Xbox are coming over to
I'm just gonna
go
go
over to
grab-
PlayStation anyway. Especially, well, big one being
Forza.
yeah.
That's coming to PlayStation.
Can I finish this
Yes,
one
I
lap?
cannot wait.
Everyone's going to go nuts when that comes in, I know.
Oh god.
Just imagine the car shows, guys. Not getting good connection for the lobby. Yeah, people have been struggling with it.
Caused another car to spin. You can't
Right.
be doing that.
Anyway, let's get underway, fellas. I'm going to jump on over to the stream chat. Best of luck for the race, guys. We'll see you afterwards.
Take care.
And now it's just me and you stream. There we go. So, let's bang that off. Jump into Spectate. Get the race info on and get underway. So we got Kian and SAS lining up on the start line, but of course SAS has got that inside line, which is ever so important here at Bathurst. You get it for us. I've already got it, bud. I mean, if I have to buy it again, then sure. And they're off now, heading towards that first corner here at Bathurst. It's a tight one. Are we going to see any issues? Kian gets round first, keeping his lead. Ooh, SAS running a little bit wide there. But I think everyone on the grid made it through the first corner nicely. Yeah, they did. Fantastic. Well done, guys. So then, on board with Kian as he starts his ascent up the mountain. He has got a 0.3 gap to SAS down in second place. 0.4 now. Oh, bit of a wall collision for Kian and SAS there, but they've both gotten away with it penalty-wise. SAS, though, now on the charge. They're looking to go too wide as they start the mountain section. Brilliant racing from these two. Of course, there is no room on this mountain section, guys, as we know. Waltz now joining in the battle, up in third position. Nice to see him on the podium and looking strong so far. He hasn't had the best of runs so far in the lobby, but glad that he's starting to pick up the pace now. Lockdown then in that AMG, also sticking with the main pack and the top three, looking to take a podium position off whoever's willing to give one. Could that be Waltz? No, Waltz just squeezing Lockdown out there in that AMG. Kian having to use the runoff there as everyone else comes down the rest of the mountain then. Let's have a look through. Semi with a 1.5 second penalty, as does Lino have one. Draven also picking one up, and Ale with a 4.5 second penalty. That's a shame. SAS, though, has now got a 3-second gap to second place. Who is Waltz? Waltz is overtaken. Oh, yeah, there was an issue somewhere now. What's happened here with Kian? Kian having to slow down. He must have had a penalty for a wall collision. And obviously there has lost the place to Waltz and Lockdown because of such wall collision. Now, Waltz in second place being attacked by Lockdown. Be back in a bit. No worries, Ross. See you in a bit, mate. Lockdown attacking Waltz. Third up to second. Lockdown not happy with his bronze. He wants the silver. Waltz not looking to give it in. There we go, across the start-finish straight. Waltz still in second place. He's got Orion breathing down his neck, as well as PT down behind Orion. Everyone having to pull a bit of defence and a bit of offence out at the same time here in this little gap. Then we've got in the mid-pack Deluxe, Moogie McGee in at that Golf 911, followed by Jolvo, Mikhail, Kian, Sajuro, and then further back we have got Semi, Lino, Draven, and Ale. Back on board then with SAS, a leader with a 3-second gap now on the second time up the mountain. Waltz then holding his second place nicely with a 1.2 second gap to Lockdown behind, who is at the forefront of this three-way battle for third place. Just holding it off. PT taking the... Oh, I think we just lost connection. I think we lost connection to someone. That's okay. So yeah, we've just lost Orion, I think. But Lockdown and PT are now tied in a battle for third. PT looking to take that position off Lockdown. But Lockdown, of course, after just gaining his podium spot, he does not want to give it in. There's a yellow flag on the mountain. SAS from the lead. Oh, he's had a terrible run. He's smacked into the wall. That puts Waltz in the Endurance M6 up in front. He's got a 1.7 second lead to Lockdown in second place. We've had a massive change of the leaderboard here. SAS now all the way down into fourth position behind PT with a penalty to serve as well. He's got a lot of work to do to catch back up to regain that front spot. That's if he can even reach it. I think he's definitely going to be glad that I'd kept it at 7 laps as opposed to dropping it to 6 like I'd originally planned. So then, SAS just losing the spot to Jolvo and also looking to lose a double spot there to Mikhail and McGee. Moogie McGee and Mikhail having a little battle, chasing Jolvo in 4th position. And then there's a 4.4 second gap up to this big battle here for 2nd place. Lockdown putting himself onto the inside. And he does so. He pushes up, but no, PT fights back in that Hurricane. Doesn't give it in at all. Wells still in sight, but 2.3 seconds out. He's starting to gain a bit of a lead here while these two are battling out. PT, of course, pulling every defensive move he can out of the book, but PT runs wide. He loses a bit of his exit speed from turn 1. That puts Lockdown in a prime position with his AMG to tuck up the inside. The Hurricane, though, just picking that speed back up. Nothing he can do about it now, though. Lockdown has got that AMG in front as he ascends up the mountain for the 3rd time here. Bit of a slide from Lockdown there, just catching a bit of contact with PT. PT backs out of it, not to give any contact, but he does take the space back off Lockdown. Wicked racing from these fellas, and while this is happening, a 5.2 second lead for Walst. Excellent race from Walst. He has found himself in the podium golden spot. Fair play, buddy. So further down then, there is now a nice little train, all fighting and looking at the 3rd position. Potentially, it could go to any one of these races here. 1.5 second picked up there for Mikhail. That's going to give the spot up to SAS due to the contact. He does so, and so he's not really going to be at too much risk to Kian, but Kian is running clean with no penalties so far. SAS then now just chasing from 5th position, just exactly a second. There, that was nice. Just 0.9 out now on Moogie McGee. He's catching nicely, but of course Moogie McGee has got the challenge of dealing with Jolvo. Jolvo now is chasing PT up in 2nd position. So have we lost Lockdown? Oh, we lost Lockdown. I wonder what happened there. Anyway, PT though, in the Hurricane, has found himself in 2nd position. Nice race from PT here. We need brake balance, car does not turn. Okay, I'll check that on in the settings afterwards. I thought it was on, but sorry. Jolvo though, 0.4 out from PT. He's now in 3rd, fighting for 2nd. Fantastic race from these guys. Moogie McGee in 4th position, still eyeing up that inside line for either one. Waiting for his moment to pounce here, while 3rd and 2nd are battling it out. Could we see a through goes Hamilton move for Moogie McGee here while these two are fighting up ahead? Just taking advantage of a move if one is to be made. No one runs wide there this time though. PE is attacking the back of Jolvo's Porsche. Jolvo hasn't really got much room to defend here. If PE decides to sneak out onto the outside and slingshot himself round Jolvo, can he? No, it's not looking likely. Jolvo set himself up nicely just to cover off that inside and take the line up to the start of the mountain. Yeah, PT hasn't really got much of a line for it. However, it has put Moogie McGee into a closer attacking chance as we head up the mountain. Just 3 laps to go after this. Is it 3 laps to go? Maybe 3 or 2, one of the two. My maths isn't fully there with me today. SAS though down in 5th. He's got a nice little racing gap between 4th and 6th, so he can just lock in and get his pace going. Semi then in a similar position, just 1.6 behind to Mikhail, but of course Mikhail being an A+ driver, that is a scary thought to have him right behind you in that gorgeous blue GTR. So then, as Semi starts to descend down the mountain, he's on for a purple lap. It's looking good for Semi. Really nice line there. Oh, and it's a 1 second penalty. What a shame. It was looking so good for him up until this point. So then, up ahead, we've got Peter with a 1.5 second penalty. He has lost his 2nd place up to Jolvo. Jolvo, though, with a 1.5 second penalty means Moogie McGee is up to 2nd. Incredible race, and these positions are passing around and changing so much this race. Walst, though, is the only one that is staying up the top. He's got an 8.6 lead of the rest of the pack. Couldn't race any further. No worries, Lino. SAS now, though, up into 3rd position. He's found himself back onto the podium. It has been one hell of a fight for him to find himself back up, but he just pulls off. Doesn't make the braking zone there. That's a shame, but he's recovered it nice enough, and he's not going to cause himself too much damage, just down into 6th. Maybe lose it yet. Down into 7th there with Semi just having a good exit. So then, up the further up the field, then Moogie McGee is holding 2nd place nicely. Decent gap there to Jolvo. Just going to pace himself through the next 2 laps, I feel, here from Moogie McGee. Jolvo then, in that Porsche. He's got a 3 second gap behind him to PT. So I don't think much is going to be happening between these. Same as PT then is 2.6 seconds out with Mikhail. Mikhail has made a move round Semi, and now Mikhail hunts from 5th position up for PT. It's 2.5 second gap. It could happen here. Alex, controller died. No worries, buddy. Hope you can get it sorted quick enough. Semi then. Semi having a move made on him. Yeah, he's picked up a 3-second penalty there for wall contact. That's terrible. That's unfortunate. Deluxe then sneaking past him with SAS just in front. SAS up into 6th position. Up onto the back of Mikhail. SAS also, of course, an A+ driver. PT then in 4th position. Yeah, PT Snow there in that Hurricane with his custom livery. That's a gorgeous livery, to be fair. He's raced really well to keep himself into 4th position, even with his penalties he received earlier. Jolvo then in 3rd position. Looking at Moogie and McGee, just about 2 seconds out. 0.5 penalty here for Moogie McGee, so this could massively close the gap for Jolvo. I know it's only a 0.5, but obviously you lose a lot of momentum going up that hill. Yeah, it's down to within a second now, so Jolvo could be looking at an attacking chance on Moogie McGee in the upcoming 2 laps. We'll have to stay on board for this for just a little moment and see what's going on. I'm just going to keep an eye on the leaderboard as well for any progress from Mikhail or SAS. I can see that SAS now up into 5th, has made the move on Mikhail. So the M6 has prevailed over the GTR there. There's a yellow flag here. It's not from Wolst. It's not from either one of these two. Not entirely too sure what's going on there. Oh, we've got Ale, a slow-moving car. I think that's Alex with the controller died. That's unfortunate. Anyway, Jolvo, though, he is 0.2 out on Moogie McGee. Fastest first sector so far. Right on the bumper of that blue Porsche. Really nice designs from both of these Porsches, though. But with BOP on it, it's safe to say it is a fair race between these two. Yeah, Moogie McGee just having a lovely line up the start of this mountain here. Jolvo just sliding out in that Porsche, but keeping it in check. Not touching the walls and gaining himself a penalty. Nice racing from Jolvo. Moogie McGee has increased that gap now to around about a second, so does allow himself a little bit of breathing room. Whilst, again, though, just pulling further and further ahead. 9.3 seconds. A little bit of a slide there, but as we know, it doesn't matter too much here. So then, let's have a look up the field. Semi in 8th with a 3-second penalty above his head. Deluxe in 7th position, just fighting Mikhail, who's got a 1.5 second penalty. So we're going to see Deluxe move up further there. SAS now just onto the back end of PT, who has picked up a 1.5 second penalty throughout this lap. So SAS will be gaining that for that 4th position. Jolvo then still chasing Moogie McGee across the penalty line here. Not really a danger from SAS down in 4th once they come across the penalty line. There's that change there. Not really at danger from SAS. However, SAS has now got this final lap once these cross the finish line, as Wolst is doing now. Just taking us onto the final lap here. There we go. So now, once Moogie and Jolvo do the same, that gives SAS, and once he does the same, of course, that gives him 7 seconds gap then to try and catch up and gain a podium back for himself. If not, he's going to have to settle with 4th. But it's been an excellent recovery race for him anyway after that incident. So then, back on board with Moogie McGee and Jolvo for this final lap battle between 2nd and 3rd place. 2 wide as they head down the straight towards the start of the mountain sector. Moogie just placing that Porsche nicely there onto the inside to control that line. Jolvo having to force himself wide. Potentially, though, tucking into the slipstream, maybe a slip or maybe a switchback. We have got a little bit of traffic coming up on the mountain section as well, so that could cause a problem for both of these drivers. Of course, Draven will move out of the way for the drivers as he does so there, but there's not really much room for anyone to move on that track, regardless of whether it's moving out of the way for traffic, finding your defensive line, attacking line, or your racing line. None of the above have got much luck around Panorama, especially on that mountain circuit. Moogie just running wide. Jolvo taking the place up into 2nd place. Moogie then just recovering as SAS now in 4th position. Flies up into 3rd. It is a podium for SAS, and he's also on a fastest lap. Can he topple himself of a 2:01.4? Can he find another podium position? Just getting caught up with the traffic there, but he gets out of the way. Moogie now once again caught up behind the traffic. Ooh, an excellent position for SAS. He was not expecting that at all, but grateful for it nevertheless. Jolvo then up in second position. No penalties. SAS, no penalties. And Moogie McGee, no penalties. But unfortunate for McGee's race, just toppling over there as SAS came through last second. Nicely done, though, fellas. We've got Waltz coming around the final corner for the final time here in Mount Panorama. First win of the evening for Waltz. Well done, my friend. Congratulations. Jolvo now just 10 seconds behind Waltz, coming across in second place in that push. Lovely finish there as well, Jolvo. Nicely done, mate. And then SAS and Moogie McGee in third position, followed by Moogie in fourth. Well done. Deluxe then coming through in fifth. Fantastic race from him. Mikhail then in sixth. PT in seventh position, and then Semi in eighth. Draven and Ale, of course, are the two that are no longer running in the, well, competitively in this race anyway. 9-second penalty for Ale, and then Draven's just come across the line, having been lapped. However, fantastic run, fellas. Great racing from all of you. Semi now just crossing the line in eighth to be the last of the final competitive runners. Commiserations, though, Semi, unfortunate on the end of that race. So there you have it, your top three as it stands. Whilst on the podium in that M6. Jovo then in the 911 RSR in second position. And then SAS in his M6 in third. Moogie McGee then in the RSR in fourth position. Deluxe then in the GTR in fifth, followed by Mikhail in his GTR in sixth. PT in seventh in his Hurricane. Semi in his RSR in eighth. Draven and Ale then were the last two running cars that we saw in the WRX Group 3 and the M6 in 9th and 10th. Kian we lost connection to. Lockdown, Lino, Sajiro and Orion all lost connection as well. That's unfortunate there, but it does mean though that there were spaces in the lobby and they have filled rather quickly. So it looks like Mikhail has brought along his friend here, Super S2K. Welcome in. We got a few more people, Murphy's 96 and Andy CWFC. All newcomers and new joiners here into the lobby. So welcome in, of course, to the stream. If you are watching, you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button for us like someone else has done to put us to 458 subs. Thank you very, very much, guys. Much appreciated. Hello, Super S2K. Let's just hit everyone with a welcome in. Please remember there's live spectator commentary on, we'll just put on YouTube. There we go. Lovely stuff. And we'll tag the fellas that we're not too sure if they're watching. Just because we haven't had confirmation from Moogie if he's watching yet. There we go. Right out. Bear with me, fellas. Oh, Semi has left. Why has Semi left? This is unfortunate. Oh, I need to watch this quickly. Yes, we shall be changing the track. Who won? It was Wolst won. So, Wolst, you get to decide the next track. We'll jump on over to General. There's a few people in there. There we go. So, Wolst isn't in the race, but yeah, I'll say, what happened, SAS? It was looking so positive for you for so long, and then it just disappeared.
I crashed by myself once, and then I got hit by, well, I don't think it was on his screen, but Jolva basically hit me into the last turn.
Barely touched you.
Nice, I both of you anyway. Thank you, GD177.
And then, yeah, from there it was just recovery. I mean, it was already recovery at that point, but...
Well, either way, it translated to a third place. So, fair play. Suzuka, please, for GT177. I'm Waltz.
Anyway,
no worries.
This is kind of late for me.
All right, bud. No worries. Well, it's been nice racing with you. That means that there's a spot on the podium available for someone else now.
Alright, take care, bro.
Bye-bye.
Ta-da, bud. Right, so we'll head on over to Suzuka. We'll do 6 laps of Suzuka. 6 laps of Suzuka. Yeah, you said as well you wanted brake balance, right? There we go.
Yeah, he's got no brake balance.
There we go. Right.
Oh, by the way, Matt, my teammate is here apparently.
Yeah, no, I just saw Super S2K's joined in. Starsky, where is Hutch? Good question.
Matt, I got a question.
What's that, bud?
Does DR and SR matter in your...
No, it sometimes matters in the community lobbies. However, it's not like a rule set in stone. It's not too much of an issue.
So, I have a question.
We normally limit it to B. Kean says Suzuka's a hell no, he ain't doing that. There's 2 positions left in the lobby if anyone would like them. Welcome in, of course, though, to everyone who has jumped into the stream. Welcome back. We are here. I just turn the face cam off from time to time. If you are new, though, and you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button for us. Make sure you're going to put the count up for us. Thank you, guys. It'd be nice if we could hit 460 tonight. We started on 454, so at least to gain 6 would be good for us. Climbing ever so closer to that 500. Won't be too long. And we'll be on 500, and I think we have got something nice lined up for you guys. For anyone that is jumping in, though, and they'd like to join in, we've got 3 slots in the lobby ready to go. The track picked by Walst, who was the winner of the last round at Mount Panorama, was Suzuka, so we're doing 6 laps now around Suzuka.
How does that make...
Hey, I'm Murphy's, Mariah Tizen. Hello, welcome. Make sure you hit that sub button if you haven't already. And if anyone has got Discord and you would like to join, down in the comments in the stream, it's pinned at the top, I believe, is a link to join our Discord. That's where we're all talking right now. Yeah, sorry, so someone from the Discord called me there just quickly.
Yeah, my WRX has more horsepower than the Porsche 911 RSR and the FT1.
Fair play. Sorry, I'm just putting a...
Can you make that make sense? I don't understand that.
Okay, so we're in like BOP settings, right?
Yeah.
So BOP settings, it just adjusts us like every single update regarding like, you know, every update we have like a different like kind of horsepower to balance out the group. So the problem with the what are you driving again? Let me take a look. What are you driving?
I was driving the...
Just for the stream then, we're just going to jump on board with Walst for a second around Suzuka. It's his pick. It's his track. Let's see what he can do then.
It's 532 horse. Okay, and then let's see here. Jolvo uses the 911 RSR. Okay, I have that exact same car.
Yeah.
Okay, I enter competition. 484 horsepower. By looking at this dock, by looking at the DOP, I should be able to go past Starkey, go past Moogie McGee, go past Jolvo. But yet they lap me every game.
I think it really depends on like practice, because like some of these cars do take a lot to drive. Like you can drive them, but you need to like practice.
Yeah, make sure you're liking the stream for us, guys, if you haven't already. It all helps out and makes us climb up the rankings of the streams there, whilst spinning off in the M6. Whether that was on purpose or not, I'm not too sure. But he's found the kit editor there as Petey just comes past him in his Hurricane.
By the way, Matt.
Yep.
People say that Suzuka isn't really that like a good track. I say it's a very decent track. It's very tight.
It's got its pros, that's for sure. There's a few nice corners on it, but then there's a few that catch you out. Like I do like the S bends at the start of the circuit. I do like the S bends; they are quite nice.
I like the what's that 1 something R or whatever at the end of that
130.
Currently 2 spaces in the lobby for anyone who's looking to join, and of course, welcome into the stream if you are just joining us. We have got the 2 lobby spaces, as I just said, so we're just waiting to see if anyone wants to take those. While we're doing that, letting everyone have a little bit of time around the track, and then we'll get underway here at Suzuka. This probably, I think, will be the last race before we have a little lobby refresh.
I completely understand that, like, horsepower doesn't really equate to top speed. Like,
It's all about the power to weight, isn't it?
Yeah. So, hold on a minute. Let me exit real quick. So my WRX Gr3, the base weight is 282. It gives me an extra 100 pounds of weight.
Yeah.
And then for the 911...
Oh, Thierry Martin has joined.
It gives me
This
an
last
extra
race before
400.
drag races. No, we're doing drag racing and the car show tomorrow. Not tonight.
It gives me an extra 4...
Tonight is just racing, bud.
of weight.
This is just the last race before we refresh the lobby.
I think
Give
another
other
thing
people
you
a
might
chance to join.
You said
I
what?
think another thing to keep in point is that the reason why the 911 is better than WRX, you forgot one more thing. Mid-engine like layouts can be more better, especially with the recent update. So I know you're kind of with it, but people are more used to that kind of layout than say a front engine car or something like that. Like it's just it really depends. You need to practice on like what car you're comfortable and keep adding in, and that way you could be
Right.
more faster.
So we have a full lobby. I mean, I say that as someone leaves. But we have got a relatively full lobby, minus one space. Just waiting for everyone to jump on. So I'm going to just have a look through everyone's liveries as we're here. So AMS Super S2K has got a lovely livery on the M6. Starsky then in his 911 RSR. That's a gorgeous, is that NCR Esports livery? That's really nice. MLR Starsky, that's cool. Jolvo just behind him then in his 911 RSR2. Petey Snow in his personalised livery for his Hurricane. I think it's a PhD driver, same as Sliced Bread. Murphy's then in his green Hurricane. Nice clean and simple design. Just Lamborghini with the wrapping design, or no no sponsorships or anything there. Deluxe then is in his Dragon Ball Z AMG GTR. Wolf's staying loyal to the M6 Endurance. Moogie McGee in the Napa Blue 911 RSR. Jolvo in his 911 RSR. Gorgeous livery on that. I love seeing it. And then DRE Martin is in his M6 with a rather interesting design. I've never seen a design like that before. That's quite nice. It's simplistic, but I've got a lot of time for it. Ale then in his M6 Endurance. It's looking the favourable car here today. Mikhail in his AMG GTR. And then Lockdown in his Marlboro Genesis. Mikhail, I'm not too sure what Mikhail's in.
No, I'm in AMG. By the way, I'll
AMG.
On the back, so I could check what's going on in the back. I'll probably be like monitoring that. See if there's any situation.
Sweet, no worries.
But yeah, good luck for the other two drivers in the Discord chat. Hope you have a good watch on the in the commentary box, Matt, and I'll be right.
Thank you very much. So yeah, guys, before we jump in, remember if you haven't already to hit that sub button for us, ring the bell with the notifications on so you stay tuned in whenever we go live. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit like on the stream for us. But without further ado, let's get underway for the race. I'm going to bang me face cam off. And I'll switch my Discord over to the other chat now. So it's just me and you stream. There we go. So, underway here at Suzuka. On the front row, we have newcomer Starsky and newcomer AMS Super S2K. AMS, of course, on the same racing team as Mikhail. What's going to happen then off the line at Suzuka here? We've got Moogie McGee, previously 4th in the last race. Away they go. Late launch from Starsky. That puts AMG or AMS Super S2K straight up into the lead. Starsky's also lost the position to Petey, who's come out of nowhere in that Hurricane. Up into 2nd position. Ooh, S2K goes wide. So does Starsky. So does a few other people, actually, and say a few people went wide there. So the leadership has all changed. We've got PT in the Hurricane up in front now. We got Moogie McGee in the Napa Porsche following behind. And then Deluxe in the Dragon Ball Z AMG backing it up in third. Whilst the winner and selector of this track here, he's in fourth place. He is chasing Deluxe down for third position. Can he make the move and take it off him? I'd say he seemed quite fast around here, considering it was his circuit. I'd say there's clearly a bit of confidence going into it. You wouldn't pick the track when you got the choice unless you like it. Anyway, though, Super S2K, after going wide on first bend, has regathered himself to fifth. He's got a fair bit of work to make up if he wants to get back on top of that podium. He's got Jolvo, though, who's made a sneaky move out of nowhere up the inside. A sneaky move to the point where he's now challenging Waltz for fourth. Fantastic move from Jolvo. He's put that Porsche nicely in between those two BMs. Snuck up out of nowhere. Even I didn't see him until the move was done and it was too late. So I can't imagine Super S2K had seen him in the mirrors. S2K, though, making an attack back on the inside of the double spoon. Just pushing Jolvo slightly wide there. Absolutely maximising racing room from both of those. Fantastic racing here going on in the mid-pack. We have had a change of leadership, though. Moogie McGee is now up in front. We have PT in second position in that Hurricane, flashing right behind him. He doesn't want to give it in at all. Both of them now nearly side by side heading through this final chicane as we complete the first lap here at Suzuka out of 6. So then the whole grid there looks to be flying through as far down as Lofty, who's just come out with Starsky behind him. Starsky again was on pole for the initial run of this. It's a shame to see him down here in 11th. It's a terrible run for him, unfortunately. So anyway, these two starting to peel ahead from the main pack now with just a 1.3 second gap separating second place and third. Third being Deluxe in that AMG, just defending off Super S2K in fourth. He's managed to make his way around Walst in his M6 now. Walst now just has Jolvo to worry about down in 6th position. We've just lost connection to D-Lim. Not too sure what's gone on there. We'll find out afterwards. But Jolvo here in 6th position. He's got Mikhail from AMS right behind him. Ooh, I haven't even noticed that. Sorry, AMS S2 or AMS Super 2K has found himself up into 3rd position. He is back on the podium. Just 2 laps in here. Fantastic run from S2K. Deluxe, though, is still challenging for that 3rd position. He's not going to give it in easily. He's just got to watch out, though, because he's also defending off from Walst behind him. So then, further back from Walst, we have got Mikhail and then Jolvo. Jolvo's picked up a 1.5 second barrier penalty. That's a shame. Are there any changes then in the pack as we head through the double spoon? No. Deluxe just holding 4th position. Trying to catch up to the back of Super S2K, but by the looks of it, Super S2K has got a fair chunk of pace around Suzuka. He is slowly starting to pull away, and I believe, if anything, he is going to be reducing that gap now down to 2nd and 1st place. 2nd place PT there, just running wide on that fast follow-through section. Onto the final chicane now. He's just regathered it, though. Luckily didn't pick up any track penalties there either. However, it does put Super S2K within a second of PT, looking to make a move on him at some point during the race. Deluxe then down in 4th position, still under attack, I'd say, from Walst, and say nothing major and nothing serious just yet. Walst biding his time and looking for that spot-on move. Of course, Deluxe is now going to have to stay deadly consistent to be able to stay out of the grasp of Walst. Walst, though, looking up the outside, making sure Deluxe knows he's there. Nothing too major happening just yet. However, it is close. Now I think Walst is putting the gas down. Let's see. Yeah, he's right on his bumper. There could be a move coming up here. Round the flat-out bend. Ooh, AMS Super 2K looks to regain the lead here. He's on the bumper of PT. It's been a phenomenal drive for Super S2K after going wide first bend. He is looking on fine form. He goes for the wider line here, potentially putting him on the inside of PT. However, PT's line keeps him safe from an attack just yet. However, I really don't think PT has got it in him to defend all 3 laps from Super S2K. He is looking incredibly fast here. Moogie McGee then has got D-Lux just behind him in 4th. D-Lux now looking to make a move on Moogie McGee, sorry. There, I don't even know where to stay for the battles here, fellas. We've got PT up in 1st position, just having to now defend off Super 2K. We've seen PT go wide on this corner the last couple of times he's come round it. Can he keep it nice and straight now? Yes, he can. Super 2K, though, just as clean through there. He is right behind him as they enter this chicane. Super 2K looking to go too wide, I think, heading down into the 1st section past the start-finish straight. It's definitely very close indeed. Just 0.2 separating these two, and that is closing rapidly with the slipstream there that Super 2K is dragging. He looks at the inside, switches out and goes for the outside. Ooh, a little bit of racing room there, but he gets the move done on PT. He puts himself, using that first swooping bend, up into 1st place. It's a phenomenal drive from Super S2K as he's back on the podium. PT then had nowhere to go there. He had no other defensive moves to make. He was all out of cards to play. Unfortunately, Super S2K just pipped him there, but a phenomenal drive by S2K nevertheless. Waltz then down in 4th position, of course. He was the one that picked the track. He's hunting down Moogie McGee for 3rd position. He's stolen 4th off D-Lux, and D-Lux is hung out to dry, and he's under attack from Murphy's 96. Of course, that green, simplistic-looking Huracan. Very, very nice indeed. Murphy's now looking to make an attack. Waltz, though, just made a move on Moogie McGee, who's now got a 0.5 second penalty. That puts Waltz up onto the podium. Nicely done for Waltz. D-Lux now, though, looking to take a position off Moogie McGee after the penalty line. He has got to watch out, though, as Murphy's, Mikhail and Starsky are all lurking in the background. And, of course, again, Starsky did start on the podium here. Just a sequence of poor events, we'll say, at the start for Starsky's race. It meant that he was towards the back of the pack at the start of the 1st lap. He'd gone wide following Super S2K off the 1st corner and, of course, had a poor launch, losing 2 positions off the start line. But he does look to go best of a 1:58.6. He does still hold the fastest lap. So his pace is improved there as he makes the move on Mikhail and puts himself to 0.5 of Murphy. That's a very, very wide line from Starsky. He does just run off there and puts himself back into the track of Mikhail, who gives him a little bump. But I think he's backed off there. There is going to be a move made, I'm sure, here by Mikhail. Is Mikhail going to have the room to get around Starsky? I don't think so. I think Starsky's just, he's kept the distance there from him. Jovo then further back in 8th, and he is the last car running. Only 8 here. We've lost half the grid, fellas. Wow. So then, D-Lux now under attack from Murphy in the Huracan. Let's stay on board with this battle for a second as D-Lux defends 4th position. There we go. So D-Lux still eager on that defense. Murphy's can't get much closer to D-Lux right now. He's pushing that AMG with every inch of its life. Or within an inch of its life, sorry. D-Lux then, as he approaches that hairpin, he's not too far off of Waltz in 3rd position, who is also having a look up at PT. Potentially a move there for Waltz. If he's brave enough, he could gain himself a 2nd position and split the Americans, stopping their 1-2 there. D-Lux, though, bringing it in for a 3rd, 4th for the Brits. Still defending off Murphy. He's pulling a 0.7 gap now, luckily for D-Lux, so a little bit of breathing room there. However, Murphy not taking his foot off D-Lux's neck just yet. He's just watching in his mirrors, though, being careful as he's now under attack from Starsky. The final lap shall be underway very soon once they've passed this next section here with the chicane. Starsky now 0.3 off from Murphy. Murphy switching from attack to defense as D-Lux starts to run. He's got a 2.5 second gap up to Waltz. I don't think it's possible here in this final lap, but as we've seen before, anything can happen. Waltz 1.4 out from PT, no penalties for either of those. D-Lux then 0.4 off Murphy's. Murphy's then just 0.4 out from Starsky. Gap then back from Starsky to Mikhail. And then Jovo then bringing it up just 6 seconds out from Mikhail. Super S2K though, worth mentioning, what a phenomenal drive. Even though there's been a fair amount of disconnections, Super S2K went from pretty much the rear of the grid all the way up back onto the podium that he so nicely took from the starting lap. Just a shame about him, of course, running wide. We would have seen a very dominant run here, I'm sure, if it wasn't for that mistake. However, it hasn't made much of a difference as he's cleared himself 5 seconds. Fair play. Hello, Sliced Bread. So we're on board now with PT in second place as he's got Walsh battling away behind him. Deluxe there still holding that 4th place as Murphy's goes wide, and it's now Starsky's turn to attack for 4th. However, I don't think it's going to be happening here. Deluxe looking very, very consistent and keeping that AMG nice and tight to the racing line just to finalise this lap. We've got Walsh 0.7 out from PT. This looks like with the hottest battle on track at the moment. 460 subs. Oh yeah. Hadn't noticed it happened, but thank you very much to those guys that have subbed. Walsh now, though, is within an attacking range on PT. PT does struggle with this next corner just before the chicane. Can he keep it in nice and tight? Let's see how he handles it with the pressure of Walsh right behind him. Walsh taking it really, really nice. PT does slip very ever so slight wide there. However, I think he's able to regather himself there as he heads down the chicane. Walsh, though, looking at the inside, not able to get round. Super S2K just coming across the line. 157.8 is a banger of a lap. Mate, Super S2K has been flying this evening. 2nd place for PT, 3rd for Walsh, 4th for Deluxe, 5th for Starsky. Murphy's in 6th, and then Mikhail in 7th. And, of course, then Jovo sideways across the line to finish off in 8th. It's a shame that we lost so many races in that run, but a phenomenal race for everyone involved anyway. Just watching it tick to 461 subs. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. So, let's bang the face cam off quickly, though, and have a look at our podium. We have Super S2K, a phenomenal drive with a 157.8 best lap. Wow, look at the time on that. That is fast. He's got his 1st place with a 1-2 for America. PT 2nd place in his Hurricane GT3 with a best lap of 159.2. Just managed to hold that 2nd place there. Walsh, though, in 3rd position in his M6 Endurance, a 158.7. Deluxe then in his AMG GT3 in 4th, making it a 3-4 for the Brits. Starsky then, the Frenchman in the 911, they're in 5th with a 158.6, which is the 2nd fastest time as far as I can see. Murphy's then the Spaniard in the Hurricane in 6th position, and the American Mikhail backing it up in 7th position with his teammate, of course, up on the podium. If this was a team race, it would be a banger of a race for AMS. Jovo then in 8th position, finishing off this half of the grid, and of course these were the cars that we finished running. We lost connection to DRE Martin, Moogie McGee, Draven, WM Fatman, Azzy 43 Lofty, Lockdown, and Ale. Mate, where do I go to in the Discord to get on voice chat? You should be able to join the general. The general chat is where everyone else is. However, the stream chat is the one I'm in, where I'm just commentating. Welcome in, though, and a superb drive, Super S2K. Fair play. You smashed that drive out of the park. Where would you like to race next, bud? It is completely your call. Nah, let's not say we only had 8 cars to run with at the end. We have now got 12 people in the lobby. In the Discord, though, it should be down in the... tell you what, just pop a message in the general for me. We've already done Dragon's Trail tonight, bud. I know it's your pick, and I'm sorry, but we've already done it. Are you able to pick something else or another track that you like? But yeah, pop into general chat and say hello, and I'll give you your voice permissions from there. There we go. Just give you a hello back. And then we can chuck your permissions on. There we go. Lovely. Right, okay. Yeah, same goes for anyone else, guys. If you want to jump into the Discord, it's linked in the top of the chat below, so make sure you hit the link there. Jump in, say hello into the general, and I will be able to give you your permissions. Right, so yeah, Super S2K, anywhere else other than Dragon Trail, and we'll head on over to there. And that'll be our last run in this lobby before we do a lobby refresh. I'm just going to dip into the general chat quickly, though, where everyone else is. Well, I'll say everyone else. It's Jolvo and Mikhail. There we go.
Hello there.
Nerb GP. Hello. We started with Nürburgring, unfortunately. I hate to just keep saying no, but it's like we've had Nürburgring. We had the Nürburgring 24-hour, which was the GP circuit in a sense. I know it was the. I know. I'm so sorry. I know. I felt so bad. Just like, yeah, you can pick the track. It's your choice. And then no. I'm gonna put it as Red Bull Ring. I'm gonna say Red Bull Ring in 7 laps.
Let's go.
I think we like a bit of Red Bull Ring personally.
I really like it.
Oh, most definitely. Hey, Matt.
Didn't we do Red Bull already? We haven't done it tonight. And yes.
So all the servers.
You what? Sorry, buddy.
Oh my God, it's S2K. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Something's wrong with the server. It's not letting me join. It says it's only 11 out of 16 people there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, to be honest with you.
Could you reset? Nope, hold on a minute. You might have to reset it.
I can reset the lobby if needs be.
It probably just for my sake. But
Did someone like? Or...
Oh, what?
That was a fun race though. I like the turn into one. That was nice.
Yeah, I saw that. That was sick. By the way, S2K, are you guys doing like a league thing right now? I think.
No. I was practicing this morning and then I.
Right, we have
like,
11.
I was so bored, so I just stopped doing it. And then, luckily, I saw you guys in the lobby, so I'm like, you know what? Let me just join. So.
To be fair, we haven't got many races left this evening, fellas, before we will be calling it a night.
what days do you guys race?
Thanks for the races, guys. No worries, Walsh. Thank you very much for jumping in, bud. Make sure you hit the sub button if you haven't already, mate. Thank you very much for joining, though. It's been a pleasure having you in, and, of course, well done on your victory as well. Walsh won in Mount Panorama, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. Was it Mount Panorama? Yeah, Mount Panorama he won in, and then he chose Suzuka. Yeah. That's it.
What is going on with the server?
Oh, there we go. Now I can actually chat on Discord. Let's go. Or on PSN. Let's go. I can actually hear you
There
guys
we go.
now. Easily.
Sweet. We've only got 10 in. Should we go for a lobby refresh, guys, and just get some more races in?
Hey, Matt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you need to restart it for me to be able to join because it just kicked me again.
Yeah, I think it's just
Yeah.
We're just gonna do a reset anyways. That's fine.
Yeah. Good evening, Torty. If you are watching, just hold on because we're going to reset, okay? In fact, let's edit race settings, save.
Yo, S2K. You should have got. You
No
should've
damage
raced, like, earlier.
sprints, okay.
You could have raced with SAS,
Okay.
or was this SAS?
Yeah, SAS, and he is flying.
Yes.
He's untouched around the Nürburgring. He's the fastest by far in RDR for the Nürburgring. And then we have PhD Sliced, who's going to be coming on very soon. And he's requested Le Mans, and no one can beat Sliced around Le Mans. He'll start at the back, and he'll still finish first.
You know, I'm willing to challenge that, so.
Yeah,
Oh, Slice! Did you hear? There's a challenge to Le Mans. When Slice comes on, he's gonna have Le Mans. He's asked for Le Mans.
Okay, I'm down to race Le Mans too. I'm so down.
I know, Sliced, I'm interested to see this now. It's going to be a good little battle. Waiting in lobby right now, says Sliced.
I mean, we could do Le Mans right now. I'm down.
Yeah,
I mean...
we have to wait on Slice, or whoever that guy is. I don't know his name, but...
Yeah, Slice.
Yeah, Sliced Bread. He's one of our admins here. He's a rapid racer, A+ driver himself, and so far he remains unbeaten around Le Mans. No one has even come close to him.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. See, I'm down to see this happen. Honestly, this battle.
If it happens, it's sensational.
I mean,
Very sensational.
I feel like I want to...
Grade 3 cars, or are we doing this in, Grade 1 cars?
No,
Ooh.
Gr3s. Or we could do whatever. I don't know up to you guys.
I mean, we'll stick Group 3 because we've said tonight that we're doing Group 3. However, there's always this community suggestions box. And obviously, well, we're doing a community suggestion race on Thursday. Tomorrow.
Ooh, there you go.
We're doing so we're doing 2 streams tomorrow, so it's going to be a shorter racing stream. Yeah, so we're doing tomorrow. We're doing a shorter community racing stream, starting at about 7 and finishing at about 9, and then we're having a break. So then from about half 9 till 11. PM. Sorry, PM. So then from about half 9 till 11 UK time, we'll be doing a car show with drag racing.
Alright.
There you go.
Quick question: is the lobby back up? Or...
Yeah, lobby's back up, and it's still on Red Bull Ring for now. We haven't done it to Le Mans just yet.
Okay.
I just put a livery just in case for Le Mans. I have a livery ready to go.
I'm just waiting for everyone to jump in and join, and obviously then I can chuck it into the chat.
I'm getting the circle of death, so I gotta wait for it to load back in.
Oh my god, the game just ended again, dude.
Yeah, it looks like your PS5 is saying done so's.
Yeah, because this is my second PS5 this year. What do you mean room is full? I was just in there.
There's 14 people. It's not full just yet.
For me, it's
14
full.
people in the lobby on this.
Oh, is it full now? Oh wow, I didn't even get in then. Jeez.
Yeah, I didn't get in. It says it's full, and it says there's 14 people in.
Oh wait. I loaded it.
It's gone back to 14 again now.
Okay, let me see if I can get.
Yeah, guys, if you're in the lobby, make sure you jump the track and just get some lap time in, some track time.
Oh, actually, I think it's because I'm not. I think it's because
We'll tell you what. After this race, we'll do the Le Mans race, and then I think we're going to be calling it an evening. Then, fellas, I do believe.
Someone took my.
Can you PM me, Matt, and give me the times for tomorrow?
Well, yeah. If you have a look on our YouTube after the stream, they're already up. They're posted on the They're posted in their scheduled. They're upcoming, so you can just have a look on there, and the times are posted of when they're due to start on there as well. So you'll see it, but at 7 PM UK time is when we start most of the streams.
Alright.
And I'm sad because I did not make it.
What time is it for you guys right now?
Right now, it's 10 to 10.
10:10, so it's 3:47 for me.
3:47, right, okay. 3 o'clock tonight, yeah, 6 hour gap.
Again, like, I got kicked again, dude.
Remember, there's live Spectator coverage on YouTube. There we go.
Oh, G. Willikers, Batman.
It didn't work.
Remember to like the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Hit me with some of them.
Well, I'm gonna hop off then, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.
Alright,
nice to meet you.
Alright, good night.
Night, buddy.
10, like 12 o'clock? For me?
Yeah, something like that.
I just missed then.
Alright. I'll catch y'all later then.
Did I just miss a friend
Yeah,
request? I wasn't
yeah.
looking. Yeah, I did. There we go. Ta-da, bud.
Have a good one, Matt. Have a good one, AMS.
Have a good one, man.
Have a good one.
What just happened? My game's
I'm not
still on
entirely
track.
too sure. That's not good.
Yeah.
Toto Juve 92. Hello, welcome. What's your in-game name?
Oh my goodness. Why does that have to happen now?
Is it like freezing or whatever?
Yeah, I went out to find a corner and then my
Super S2K in a beautiful blue AMG, very very similar, of course, in livery to his GTR that we saw earlier. Thank you very much for the sub, whoever that was. Much appreciated. We're 2 away now from 10 subs this evening, which is a great run. We're literally, we're 38 away from 500 subs. Obviously not going to happen tonight. It'd be insane if it happened tonight. I wouldn't believe it, but no. That's good progress. Thank you very much to whoever's sub, guys. Thank you. Make sure you got your notification bells on, though, so you're notified for whenever we go live. And if you're wondering when we're going live next, it's tomorrow at 7 p.m. That's when we're starting our stream. 2 streams coming up for you tomorrow. We've got racing and then a car show stream afterwards, followed by some drag racing. So that should be good. So then, Leon Tiger won in the Aston, the Golf Aston. Hopefully he stays in the race. I love seeing Astons when they're running. Was that the FR1 for MAF? F2K30 in the R8. Mikhail 24 in his RCF. Bob has chosen the Viper. And then Deluxe is in his M6. So Finn VR46 Racing has gone for a very bright or vibrant coloured Huracan. Nice sort of simple SSR livery there as well. Fake Anton, the German, in his AMG. Bright orange livery there. And then Murphy's gone for a BBS sort of gold green livery GTR. That's wicked. I like that. I like that a lot. H. Tramasseur in... Oh, nice. H. Tramasseur in, what's it called? Lightning McQueen on the Corvette design. Big fan of that. A. Vento in a subtle and clean looking 911 RSR. Very German, or Belgian, sorry. Not German. I nearly called it German. PhD Slice then in the SMFC M6. We've seen this car a few times this evening, and of course it has had a little bit of popularity. Let's see how it goes here today. So, is everyone ready to get underway?
Yep.
I'm uploading my game right now. I can't race this way.
Well, yeah, and so we've got a full lobby anyway. So yeah, as long as everyone's ready to go, we'll get underway. There we go. Right, I'm going to take myself over to stream chat, guys. Best of luck in the race. I shall chat to you all afterwards.
Good luck.
There we go. Lovely. Okay, so it's just us now stream. Let's jump into the spectating quickly. Let's not type in chat, Christ. There we go. So, Mikhail and Super S2K, the AMS boys, are 1-2 on the grid. Hi, Fake Anton. In-game. Yep. Matches up to the YouTube, buddy, and away they go. Best of luck, of course, for the race. Ooh, just had a bit of a spin there. I saw that in the Corvette. Was that the... Oh, no, it's a Viper, sorry. Anyway, so, AMS Super S2K. The AMS boys being split by MAF in the FR1. Oh, we've had a bit of a collision. There's been a few cars that have gone off there. The top 3 have made it out cleanly, followed them by Murphy's, Deluxe, and then this pack here as well from the mid-packs. Everyone then who got caught, it was Goose, Sliced, Tramasseur, and F2K that all got caught up in a bit of a tangle on the first bend. The face cam is still on, so let's bong that off. There we go. So then, Super S2K is under attack from MAF in the FR1 Super Concept. Super S2K, though, not giving anything in, keeping that AMG nice and tight to the racing line. He's got his buddy Mikhail in the RCF, though, backing him up just behind. Obviously, MAF splitting these two off the podium, or off the start line, sorry. We've lost connection to a racer there, to Finn VR46 Racing. Super S2K, though, building himself a decent little gap of 0.9. MAF now obviously having to switch his driving style from offensive to defensive. Troy just connecting in. Welcome back in. Mikhail just on the rear end of MAF. Ooh, could see a move going into the first corner. Is Mikhail going to dip up to the inside, or is he going to bide his time? Both of them pick the same line. Mikhail not looking to tuck up the inside. They just focus on getting round that corner. Murphy's then just 2 seconds out in his own little racing gap. Just starting to pace along nicely. So, Drampimp with, or HRS, well, yeah, easy over there if we just go HRS. HRS then with a 0.5 penalty in his Filigro Viper. Deluxe then just chased him down in the M6, not too far out from him at all. Bob then in his Viper, followed by Slice with a 0.5 penalty above his head in the M6. A Vento in the Belgian Settle-designed Porsche in 9th. F2K in 10th there in his R8. Goose then in his Subaru in 11th. Leon Tiger gone 1.5 second penalty above his head in the Aston Martin as he just allows Fake Anton and Tramasure to pass. Fake Anton then looking to make a move on the rear of Lightning McQueen in the Corvette. Ooh, he looks up the inside. Oh, Tramasure just turning in there as Fake Anton tries to come up to the inside, but it does mean that Fake Anton does get the place. A little bit, not the cleanest move there in total, but the move was made nevertheless. So Fake Anton now holds 12th place. AMS Super or S2K then looking for 2 victories on the dot. He's put himself 1.6 ahead of second place. Second place now, Math in the FR1 who has picked up a 0.5 penalty. Followed then by Mikhail 24 in his RCF, who's being tailed very nicely by Murphy's in his GTR. HRS then now having a bit of trouble with Deluxe. Deluxe all over the mirror of the Viper, looking for that 5th position. Deluxe just trying to secure that inside line, which he does so ever so nicely. However, HRS a bit later on the brakes than Deluxe in that Viper. It's now just a battle of who has the most straight line out of the corner. Both of these obviously getting an excellent exit with a different line each way. Deluxe, though, having to tuck back in behind HRS. Not able to do anything there. HRS just defended off nicely and making that Viper as wide as he possibly can. Bob then, as we saw, just behind in 7th position in his Viper. So further back from Bob then, we have got a Vento in the Belgian livery Porsche, who's just come round, and then we've got F2K Goose, Tramasure, and Fake Anton, followed then by Leon Tiger gone. Up ahead, though, we have got Math and Mikhail that are now tied into a battle. Of course, Math served that penalty in second place, which means that Mikhail is right on him. Can he do anything in that RCF, or is he worrying too much about Murphy's behind him in the GTR to look at an attacking move right now? Math, though, I think this does give a little bit of pressure, or a little bit of pressure released to him. He's just focusing on getting his line nailed towards the second corner. Mikhail now, of course, having to defend off Murphy's. Murphy's, though, he's looking, I think, for an inside move there on Mikhail, but Mikhail holds strong on the outside. Nice firm line there to get a decent exit and hopefully pull away from Murphy's here on this little straight down into the second sector. Further back from Murphy's, then we've got Deluxe with a 0.5 penalty battling HRS, who has a 1 second penalty. Both of these could actually fall victim to Bob in his Viper. Bob has now managed to put himself right in the midst of this battle here, just making the move on Deluxe, but Deluxe just comes back up the inside. Deluxe, though, has, of course, lost a bit of time to HRS, but that will claw straight back to him in a moment as we cross the penalty line. So then both of these slowing down for their penalty. HRS with a 1 second and Deluxe with a 0.5. That's definitely going to give the positions up to Bob. So we're going to see a 2-position jump now for Bob, thanks to the penalties. Nice easy racing for him. Haven't got to work too much for these positions, but I'm sure he'll take them nevertheless. So then Deluxe and HRS both get passed by... Ooh, I was going to say they both get passed by Bob, but they don't. They both actually managed to work together to defend their positions off, but Deluxe now puts himself ahead of HRS heading from the final bend. Fantastic racing from HRS. Murphy's has just also made the move on the first corner. Bit of a ropey exit, but he's made the move on Mikhail. That puts Murphy's up into 3rd. Math, though, picking up a 0.5 penalty yet again as he starts the 5th lap. AMS Super K, though, is now caught up in a little bit of traffic in the form of Leon Tigergon, who's just struggling, I think, here around Red Bull Ring. He lets the leader Super 2K pass, though. Got to do something quickly, no worries. Math then with his 0.5 penalty, just chasing down first place. A little 4-second gap there between these two. Murphy in 3rd position with Mikhail right behind him in 4th. He wants that 3rd position back. He's not happy with his 4th, as I'm sure he wouldn't be. Math, though, having a very terrible exit, and he loses the position to both of these. This puts Murphy now up into second place. Just one lap ago, he was here looking at fourth position. So it's been a great turnout so far for Murphy's. We have Deluxe, though, still battling away with HRS, however, just getting the better of him as we head through the final sector just before the penalty line. Neither one of these two, though, having a penalty, and then Avento doesn't either. Bob, though, further back, though, he has got a 3-second penalty, which, of course, will cost him. So then, Super 2K has had a massive spin. That's an incredible change. I thought with the consistency, that was definitely not going to be seen from the front, but it puts him right into the danger zone of Murphy's. Murphy could be looking to take the lead here, especially with the 1.5 for Super 2K. If Super 2K doesn't build up a big gap now to Murphy's, he's going to be handing that position over come the final lap. Murphy has been handed a race here on a plate. I'm sure if we look back in the time and certainly in F1 terms, well, I'm sure there was a driver handed a podium and a first position here in the F1 calendar. If I'm right in saying it was George Russell was handed a podium here. Either way though, so there's a battle now for first place. Murphy's up the outside and tucking onto the inside lane, turning down to this corner of Super. Does Murphy pull it off? Yes, he does. Murphy's is now in front. Super S2K having no choice but to tuck that AMG just behind Murphy's in the GTR. Murphy's has come from the middle of the pack and pushed that GTR up to first place. On a wobble there, putting Super 2K back in front, but of course the penalty line is going to play effect now, putting Mikhail above Super 2K, but Murphy's back into the lead. Both of those now move over to serve their penalties as Murphy soars back into the lead. Mikhail and Super 2K now tied into a bit of a battle themselves for second place. Super 2K, though, keeping the position as potentially their team's fastest and best attacking chance to chase down Murphy's in the lead. Goose, though, number 12 there being the back marker for these cars as they come across. Math, though, down in fourth now from second place. 0.5 penalty for Mikhail once again, so that's unfortunate, but of course it's not going to make too much of a difference here. He's going to lose the position to Math unless Math falls into a penalty himself, but I believe these two are going to be safe there from Deluxe, who's just 4.6 out. So then, on the final lap, Murphy's now we're watching in the green, or in the chrome green GTR, as he leads the race here on the 7th lap around the Red Bull ring. Super S2K isn't able to get much closer to Murphy's. There's a 0.7 gap separating these two here. Again, Leon struggling again with the track, but it's okay. He's out of the way for the other fellas. 2-second gap now to third place, which is Math. Of course, Mikhail having that 0.5. That's disappointing for him. Super S2K, though, now a second out from Murphy's. Murphy's clearing this track massively, and say he has put in a massive stint here. A great run from Murphy's. He's over a second ahead from S2K in second place. It's looking good for Murphy's, the Spaniard in the GTR. His first win here in the RDR community lobbies, and there it is for him. He's down the final bend. He comes across the rumble strip for the final time, and he takes the checkered flag. Followed by Super S2K, Math in third, and Mikhail in fourth. Deluxe then coming through in 5th position, followed by HRS in the Dodge Viper in 6th. Avento in the Belgian Porsche coming through in 7th position. Followed then closely behind by Bob in that blue and white Viper. Much further back the field then, we have got H. Chamasseur, who's having a battle for 10th position, or 9th position currently, sorry, with F2K. The Frenchman in that R8. F2K, though, just pipping that battle ahead as they head towards the line. F2K having a bit of a wobble, and he goes off wide. Chamasseur isn't able to gather it enough to be able to make a move there, so it looks like we're looking at your 9th and 10th runners in this race. F2K, though, just piloting around. Chamasseur. Not too sure what Chamasseur is going for there. Not too sure at all, but it does put him just behind F2K, but F2K gets a penalty. That puts Chamasseur ahead. Oh, insane end to the race. Great race, though, fellas. And, of course, congratulations to Murphy's. There 8 positions raised for him. A phenomenal run. GG, Anton. So then, Murphy's with a best lap of a 1:28.5. That is really quick. Really close lap as well to AMS Super S2K in his AMG GT3. putting in a 128.566, so just 0.05 separating the lap times on those two. Math then in third in the FT1 VGT, coming through with a 128.9 in third position. And then Mikhail in his RCF GT3 in fourth. Deluxe in his sprint model then in fifth position. HRS in the Viper in sixth. Vento in the 911 Belgian RSR in seventh position. And then Bob in eighth in his Viper. F2K in his R8 in ninth position. And Tramasur in his Corvette in 10th. Oh, that's why he didn't pass over at the end. He had a second penalty as well. That's a shame. But Fake Anton then, of course, GG's. Him in the Mercedes AMG GT3 in 11th. And then Goose and Leon still running a lap behind then. We'd lost connection to Sliced and Finn VR46 or VR46 in the race. But other than that, guys, fantastic run indeed. Well done, fellas. Just going to chuck me face cam back on quickly. Lovely. There we go. So, the final race for the evening then. It was requested and promised to Slice Bread. He wants Le Mans, he wants no chicanes, and we're going to give him 4 laps of it. 4 laps here in France then. So let's change on over to Le Mans and jump back into the general to have a chat with these fellas. There we go.
Alright, we'll let you know.
There's a
There's now a space. There's now a space.
Yep. Yeah, go for it.
Remember, guys, if you're watching, you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button for us and like the stream if you haven't done so already. Also, though, guys, make sure you hit that notification bell on for us as well so that you're tuned in for whenever we go live or post a video or anything like that. So, this is the final race of the evening then, fellas. This should take us up nicely towards the 10:30 mark, which we'll call it an evening on the racing. It's been a phenomenal run with a fair few good races this evening. Some good podiums and some definite new strong contenders for the racing coming through. And of course, here we are about to watch the challenge of Sliced Bread versus Super 2K around Le Mans. Who is going to be the fastest racer? While these guys are just getting a lap time in, I'm just going to nip my camera off quickly. Let's jump on board with Sliced Bread then. The reigning champion here at... Oh, thank you very much who's just subbed, guys. Add box stops. We will be doing box stops tomorrow in the racing lobby if you'd like to join then, Anton. But we're just doing the sprints tonight, so no pit stops tonight. So we'll jump on board with PhD Slice then in his Lightning McQueen Supra as he takes on Le Mans. As I said, the reigning champion here. He's got Super 2K up in front of him in the what's called the GT race car. He's looking to dethrone Slice around Le Mans here today. We'll wonder if it'll happen. And say we've got 4 laps to find out as well. I'm just going to bang my camera off and let's let these guys take you round the circuit then. Let's see what happens in the practice.
Wait, this is no chicane, huh? Okay. Just noticed.
Oh shit, it's no chicane.
Yeah, no chicane. High speed.
I forgot,
time,
that's why
it.
I requested today. So yeah.
Yeah, I
Don't
was
use
like,
the Supra.
Yeah, Ben said if he didn't snap his teeth there, he'd have the turbo off tonight.
wow.
But he snapped it, so he said he'll get a new one tomorrow. But he's got half the turbo.
Man's
off,
gonna be
he
like,
said,
wait,
yeah,
where's
that's fine,
the
it's
Supra? So, Slice, you hear?
Yeah.
What's your opinion about Le Mans for you, as you know, for you winning these car races as a
It's a pretty
defending
fun
champion?
track.
Very fun, very straight. I would say, at least for this version, at least. We might even have some bump drafting if we get lucky.
Yeah, we definitely will.
For sure, I'll definitely work with you guys. I mean, I know I have a teammate with me, but I could definitely make it a interesting battle.
I like to hear that. I like that from you.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be like
this thing doesn't turn at all.
What?
The Ford, or at least I can't get it to.
It's a good car, I would say. The Ford GT, at least the new one. Are you using the new one or old one?
Old.
Yeah, that thing is. It's an interesting car, actually. I remember it was good here.
Yeah, for like the no chicane version.
Yeah, we'll have to see though. I'm more worried about the Porsche curves for like the top speed ones, because they'll probably just die for that one. But then by the time you hit the straights, then you're fine. I wonder if we're gonna have qualifying or not, or we're just gonna have to play.
I'd rather start soon.
Yeah, I'd rather start soon too.
Because there's so many people that are just terrible here.
How about this? Let's make a deal since we have like a group of we'll not qualify for this one, and we'll just stick with whatever position we are in, and we could just easily pass by, like easy. As this guy in AMG wants to take, or not taking it, but just want to go too close to the wall, but I'm not gonna, make it a lap. I just want to practice.
Wait, so we're not qualifying?
Redrive the GT.
I'll probably just but before I get to the cross the line next lap, I'm gonna go to the pit.
I would do like a theoretical lap time.
For sure.
Or during dailies, I got 36.4 as a quality lap.
Oh shoot, nice.
I don't remember what lap time, what good lap time there was at the time, but.
It'd be funny if we have rain.
Holy, yeah, the AMG guy is terrible.
What? Oh, how terrible?
He just parked at the Tête Rouge.
Oof, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Dude, the lag spikes are actually so annoying.
Yeah, I got hit by lag spikes as well. Who was the AMG?
Yeah, but like,
fake Anton. I just got a penalty for colliding with another car.
Oh. Yeah, he tried to like force me into the wall at the straightaway. So yeah, I'm not even surprised. Dude's gonna get passed by like 3 or 4 or 5 cars just drafting together. If he does make
past him before then.
Yeah. Wait, what's up, Super?
Oh no, I'm saying the lag just made me get like 1 second penalty, like in the corner before the straight. Like, see, like right section. I lost like 1 second.
Ads45, good evening. Hello, sir. Sorry, I just nipped off quickly.
Can we please revise penalty system here again?
That would be great. I would prefer.
What are we looking at penalty wise? What's the matter? Hello,
just
welcome.
Change the penalty system.
We're just basically ranting to Pete for having the most, weird penalty system in existence.
Well,
what happened to you? What happened to you, sliced bread earlier? What penalty do you got? I assume
it's the stupid Tête Rouge penalties.
Yeah.
It's me. Let's jump on board with. Someone just. I thought it was a little slice span then. Let's jump on board with. Where is he? There he is. Fake Anton. Let's jump on board.
Yeah, jump on with him.
He's gonna kill
awful.
someone. He's so mean.
Oi, he's trying. There's no need in that.
Damn. Sliced bread's like dropping bombs.
What's that about? How are you? I'm not bad, buddy. I'm not bad. How are you doing? I hope you're enjoying your racing time. Don't let Sliced Bread's nasty comments put you off. He's just stupidly quick at this.
Well, you joined this chat, man. Okay?
Good, I'm glad. No, he said he's fine. He's not bothered by your petty little comments, nice.
Okay.
He's just like slightly annoyed, but he's,
What is
he's all
PD
good.
going to join next?
Yeah, low-key he's furious,
making
but...
fun of their penalties?
We should have like a radioactive of like just all of us just rant about stuff. Just make that a video. 1 million views, easy. Alright, I'm gonna go to the pit so that way I won't put the time for you guys. Oh, he's trying not to destroy myself.
Oh, well, he's on AI mode. Maybe that's why.
Oh, makes sense. Oh, the
Ooh. So we have 4 A+ drivers in here this evening.
Yes.
By the way, I'm not fast. I am not fast. I'm saying that right now.
Did you get someone to boost your account?
No, I just actually no. I am fast, but do you know why you even got that A+ to begin with?
Just grinding a race.
There we go.
Yeah, true. Also, what's that? Road X.
Right,
is
fellas.
thing.
How'd you get your A+ today?
Are we ready? Are we ready to go?
We're ready. All right. I did
We
not
can make
put a
it this
time.
night. Oh.
That'd be nice, but I don't know. We'll see. It's up to you.
Yeah,
guys.
it's already like people already set lap times. Don't worry about it then.
Yeah, I'm not worried. We have fast cars here.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought. And so you guys would be able to tear ahead. Right then, so if everyone is ready, then we'll jump into it. The final race of the evening. We're looking at 4 laps around Le Mans, but with those chicanes taken out. HRS is just connecting back in with us. So we'll wait for HRS to jump in his car to track. Oh, wait, he has. Okay, then. Right, let's get underway. Best of luck in the race, guys. I'm going to head on over to Stream Chat, and then I'll be back just to finish the stream off. But best of luck, fellas. I'll speak to you all after the race.
All right, take care.
There we are. Now it's just me and you, streams. So let's bang that off, jump into Spectator, bang the race info on for you guys, and let's see what happens. So we got Bob, Vento, and Math up on the first 3 spots here as we start in Le Mans. Just waiting for these lights now. Of course, the battle is going to be between Sliced and Super S2K. Away they go then. Fantastic launch for Bob in that Viper. He keeps his first position as of now. So far, it's looking like a tidy grid as we're running up toward. Pardon me. As we're running up towards the first chicane here. Oh, a bit of a slip there. A few cars running a bit wide. A few cars backwards there. And a little bit of an incident. Oh, I'm not too sure what's going on here at the back. But, oh, we got a 2-second penalty for Goose and a 4-second penalty for Denox. That's not good. PhD Slice now has already made his way up into 4th position. Oh, we have just had a big spin though, and we've lost a few races down behind. Super S2K being one of them in the GT, he had a bit of a spin out there. Oh, and Mikhail, that's a shame. So, back on board then. Bob, the unlikely attendant here for the first place position, but he is holding it so far. Obviously, we've got 4 laps to go, and we can see Slice there already into 3rd position, chasing down Math, the British in the Super GR there, the very bright coloured Super GR. No chicane, so we won't be braking here. Just pure old slipstream all the way up until that top curve in bend. Slice then just tugging the back of that Supra in his GT, looking for the way past, and has he found it? No, I think he's bump drafting Math up to Bob to be able to put in a slingshot attack on the pair of them. Depending here, obviously, on the braking zones and how this pans out for him. However, though, these 3 have pulled themselves a 3-second gap to the cars behind them. We're only 1 lap in. The nearest car down them is Mikey VR46, who is, or Mickey, sorry, VR46, the Spaniard, in the Supra, who has got a 0.5 penalty. Followed then by Jova with a 1.5. Vento with no penalties, who's just been done up the inside by Troya. I say that little mid-pack battle, that mid-pack battle looks like it could unfold very nicely, so we'll have to keep a close eye on that. But for now, we're going to have to stay on board with these 3 as Math takes the lead off Bob, putting Bob in between himself and Slice now just looks at who to attack. But Bob takes that lead back off Math. He wants that gold instead. Again, though, all this battling, it's just bringing Sliced ever so closer to the pair of them. Just biding his time until he makes his move. Oh, a bit of a contact and a bit of a wobble from the pair of these 2, but it puts Sliced out in front. The contact, unfortunately, has... Oh, whoa. Well, they didn't turn around the corner like I initially thought they would, so there's been a bit of an incident there for Sliced. I don't think that's going to affect him too much, though. I think we're still going to be seeing him up ahead. However, Bob, though, up in first place, 4 seconds clear, was able to make it clean. So the initial podium sitter, the race starter here, he is still up in first position. Well done. Very well done indeed. Mikey then, number 46, Supra. He's now having to defend off Math and Sliced, both of which are battling it out on track. 0.5 penalty for Slice now, which is going to cost him a position potentially. Math with no penalties, and then Vento with a penalty behind him. Troya, though, in his orange AMG, he's hunting down a position. Troya now looks to take 5th off Vento. Can't quite find the gap just yet. On the inside then, Matt with that 0.4 down in 4th position. Sliced Bread though, now he is up into the top 3 gap, while these 3 run away with it. A 0.5 gap down behind 2 Math in 4th position. Obviously both 4th and 5th having that 0.5 penalty. Other than that though, it seems like the rest of the board is running nicely. There's a little bit of a battle going on here between Jolvo and Freed Wolf. We'll see how that pans out in this chicane. That Peugeot, the VGC, we saw it round here last week, is very, very fast. Bit of a nudge there from Freed Wolf, I saw, but Jolvo managing to keep the car nice and stable and keeping himself competitive. He has just lost the position to Mikhail, but of course that's because Mikhail wasn't jumped in a battle. HRS then in his Ford GT. Not looking good for him right now. He's got a 1.5 second penalty, but we're only halfway through the race, so we'll see how that unfolds. Super S2K, though, he's not looking very confident either. He's all the way down in 11th. It's not looking too good for him, unfortunately. Deluxe then in 12th with a 0.5, and then Fake Anton ringing up the rear in 13th, but no penalties. Followed by Goose with a 0.5. So then, out a second ahead of the pack is Bob in his Viper. Just losing it into the slipstream gap of, again, Slice pushing Mikey up the pack using the bump drafting. Slice still yet to serve that 0.5 penalty, as it happened just after the penalty line, I believe, or if not just as he crossed it, or just coming up to it, sorry, within that sector. Yeah, he's just bump drafting Mikey in that Supra right up to the back end of Bob to give him another attack, and using Mikey as a bit of bait here as they form a nice DRS train. Mikey, though, not looking to continue the trend. He moves aside. Slice bump drafts himself up into 2nd position using Mikey, and now leaves Mikey out as bait to take 1st position off him. Fair play, smartly raced by Slice. A little bit dirty, admittedly. Oh, and he's gone off and he's lost all of that work. Oh, no. Bob is now back fighting for 1st position with Mikey. They're side by side, and he just pips it ahead with the speed of that Viper. I wasn't expecting Slice to go wide again. I'd say it's not normally with something that he does is make the mistakes around here. Math with a 3-second penalty, and then Vento with a 0.5. That's going to cost Math a few spaces there, I believe. All the way down to, I want to say, probably down as far as Mikhail. Now let's have a look. Where is Math right now? He's 5 seconds out on the lead. Sliced is about to slow down for his 0.5. Of course, he's not going to lose any time there to Math, but he might lose a little bit of time to Troyer. So now Math is slowing down from his 3-second penalty. That is a rough penalty indeed. Yeah, Math losing his space all the way down there past Mikhail. Is he losing it 9th? Is Math going to 9th? No, there he is. I can see him just at the back of this pack here. Led by Sliced, of course, who is now 3 seconds out from the lead. These two, though, 1st and 2nd. Bob has led the race so far since the beginning, pretty much. You know, there has been a little bit of handovers thanks to Sliced's genius, genius bump drafting manoeuvre that he tends to pull. Mikey, though, has just slipped around the outside, taking advantage of Bob going wide, and Bob picks up a 0.5 time penalty. That puts Mickey in the Mikey VR6, whatever it is, sorry. It puts Mikey number 46 up into 1st place. He's got 0.8 gap back down now to Bob in 2nd place. Just lost connection to HRS. Slice then in 3rd position still. Not looking too dangerous to either one of these. However, that time probably is going to get chewed very, very quickly now. Again, Slice is just lightning fast around this track. Still the remaining unbeaten champion. So he has got a lap to take that 1st place victory from Bob, or maybe Mickey in the Supra. We'll have to see how it unfolds. But Mickey and Bob now both heading towards that final straight. Bob, though, going wide, putting him out into the claws of Slice. We know what's going to happen here, though. Bob just going wide again, potentially picking up another penalty there. We'll have to see if that adds on. I'm not too sure. Yeah, there we go. He's now got a 1.5 for Bob. That's a shame. He was looking really, really positive up until. It's a shame that it has it's unfolded for him on lap 3. But anyway, we're going to see the return of the Sliced Bread bump draft. Cheeky little manoeuvre to push himself further up the ranking and just save having to cut that time. Like Slice said, though, this is about as close as you're going to find to sort of NASCAR racing, I guess, other than the NASCAR tracks when it comes to the Group 3, what's called the Group 3 category. Yeah, Slice then just cheekily bump drafting his way up the grid. So then, Jolvo up in 4th position, with Troyer just behind. Not doing the same here. Troyer being respectful and keeping his distance off on Jolvo on that Peugeot. However, it is slowly gaining. Are they going to be playing a little bit of catch-a-monkey? We'll have to see. Of course, then, now these two have caught right up to Mickey VR. And the podium battle with all 3 places happens once again. Slice, though, just pushing Bob up into 1st position once again. Slotting himself in 2nd place, and he's now just going to bide his time until that 1.5 second penalty takes place. Mickey, unfortunately, left out to dry there, the Spaniard in the Supra, so he's going to have to gather 3rd place, but still not a bad position at all. Troyer, though, has made a move on Jolvo now on that top bend, and has put himself into 4th position, with Jolvo in the Peugeot now chasing. I think we just lost connection. Yeah, we just lost connection to Murphy, I think. Was it Murphy? No, it was the Spaniard. I can't remember exactly what his name was. I was just talking. I'm terribly sorry. But yeah, we've lost connection. Slice Bread then. Oh, picks up a 1.5 penalty himself, but he'll have to serve that now on the last lap. So he does overtake Bob after serving his 1.5 second penalty. But now it's Slice's job to get himself far enough away so that his penalty doesn't affect his final lap. We have now, though, we've got a new podium sitter in the form of Troyer, who has managed to ditch Jolvo. Super S2K, though, has made an amazing comeback since the last time we were on board with him down in 11th position. Him and Mikhail have both made wicked progress up to the front of the pack. Jolvo now behind those in his Peugeot. Vento then just coming through the Porsche curves, with Math not too far behind him in that GR Racing Supra, just ahead of Deluxe in his Ford GT. Friedwolf then in his Genesis, just ahead of Fake Anton, who is 1 minute and 10 seconds ahead of Goose. So I don't think Goose will be finishing, unfortunately. Slice, though, with that 1.5 second penalty still looming, though, of course, he has got to build that gap. He's got a 3.3 second gap to Bob so far, which is a pretty impressive gap, considering how long ago he overtook. However, Bob has also now got some trouble with Troyer, so Bob may not be searching at all to get that 1st place back. I don't think he's going to be able to find the pace to match Slice. Slice is just, of course, now just chewing away the time. Troyer, though, he is looking to improve his 3rd position. He's not happy with it. He wants the 2nd place. He's all over the mirrors of the Viper. Are we going to see a move made on the straight? Of course, remember, no chicanes. No chicanes causing the straight to turn into a NASCAR race. We've seen it happen now for now the 4th time in this race. Of course, Slice Bread no longer bump drafting 2nd place up because he's already got what he wants. He's got his 1st place. They go too wide, though. Troyer decides not to sit behind Bob and bump draft and decides to instead take the position for himself. This does leave Bob, of course, in the slipstream with the option to do either or. What are they going to do here? Are they going to be bump drafting? Yes, Bob's going to be giving Slice the same treatment and bump drafting him up to see if they can make a difference to this 6.8 second lead. Hopefully they can for their benefit and say it would be nice to see them catch up and make it nice and close as they come across the final line. However, Super S2K is on a flying lap. He's put in a 3:40 so far as his fastest. He's in 4th position. A brilliant drive again from him after his unlucky start where he ended up in 11th from the incident. Mikhail, his teammate, though, with also a 0.5, just sitting in front of Jolvo in his Peugeot, who doesn't have a penalty, so that may translate for something as well. Anyway, back on board then with Slice Bread as he finishes the straight for the final time and heads into that right-hand turn. There he goes down there. He's got a 6.5 second gap out to 2nd place Troyer, who's currently having a battle with Bob. Bob there just keeping that Dodge Viper in line as he chases that AMG. Fantastic exit from the AMG of Troyer. Fair play to him. So these two now tied into the battle for 2nd place on the final lap. This looks like where the action is at the moment on the circuit. Bob, less than a tenth. Oh, sorry, mouth. There we go. Right, so Bob just making the move on Troyer, but Troyer pinching that space back. Bob tucking himself onto the inside, and a little bit of contact's made. Troyer forces himself wide, but just gathers it behind Bob. Bob takes the second position in his Viper. Troyer, though, not happy with it. He's chasing it down. He was under a little bit of heat there from Super S2K, but Super S2K's just spun. Oh no, Mikhail and Jolvo go through. Jolvo not making the roof mount or run Mikhail thanks to the penalty, and that's Jolvo now up into 4th. Down from 6th. Fantastic move for Jolvo, and it was handed to him on a plate. Troyer now, though, he has dropped a second to Bob, and he's unable to catch him back up. So as Bob enters the Porsche curve for the final time, just 4 seconds out from Sliced Bread, a phenomenal run from Bob in his Dodge Viper. He started on pole position, and currently we're watching him in 2nd place. Fantastic run throughout the race here, buddy. So then Troyer, 3rd place in that AMG. He's also done well to climb up the lobby. He's chasing down Bob, looking if there is going to be a mistake. He will take advantage of it, I'm sure. But by the looks of it, it's going to be stood as it is. I mean, ooh, it could be a move as we head into the final bends. No, I think Bob has just secured off that line. Fair play to him. Well done, Slice, for crossing the line in 1st place. Bob in 2nd place. Troyer in 3rd, and then Jolvo in 4th. Followed up then with Mikhail in 5th position with a 0.5 penalty on his head. Followed then by Super S2K, who picks up a 0.5 as well. D-Dox in 7th position, followed by Math in 8th, with Vento then in 9th. But obviously they switch positions due to the penalty. Friedwolf then, as he comes to the final chicane, he's having a bit of a mare with that Genesis, but he is our 10th position. Further back then we have Fake Anton in 11th. Well done, buddy, in the orange AMG. And then Goose, a minute and, well, but nearly 3 minutes out from the pace there. Having an unfortunate race, Goose. But well done for sticking it out all the same. So, Friedwolf just coming across the line with the back end first instead of the front. And same then for Fake Anton, who isn't able to finish. But a very, very good race yet indeed. Sliced Bread then. Let's have a look at the... Oh. No, we're still on 463 subs. But thank you very much, guys, for watching with us. Let's back or check the podiums then. So, Sliced Bread up in 1st place in his GT race car. Best lap of a 340.7. Bob in the Viper SRT. 3 minutes 42.9 is his best, but 2nd place. Well done indeed, my man. Troyer then in 3rd place, the Frenchman in the AMG. 3 minutes 41.1 for his best lap. And then it was Jolvo indeed who picked up the fastest lap in his Peugeot in 4th position with a time of 3:39.4. Fantastic lap, fellas. So, Mikhail then in 5th in his GT race car, followed by Super S2K in his. D-Dox in his GT race car in 7th position, and then Vento in 8th in his 911 RSR. Math in 9th with his GR Supra racing concept. However, he picked up a 2nd penalty there due to track limits at the end. Friedwolf in his Genesis X, and then Fake Anton in his AMG. Goose finally finishing up the running cars that we saw in the WRX in 12th. We did lose connection though to Mickey VR, Murphy's, and HRS. That's it, Mickey VR, not Murphy's. That's what I was thinking of in the battle who we lost connection to. Where in Wales are you from, mate? I'm a Welshie in Australia. Interesting. Well, I'm from Cardiff originally, but I'm now living up in the Rhondda Valleys. I've got some family over in Australia. I think it's a pretty common thing for us all to have some family over there. But how come you've ended up on the other side of the world anyway, mate? What's your story? Welcome into the stream, though. It's a shame that you have joined at this time because we're going to be calling it an evening now after this. Yeah, welcome in either way, mate. Welcome in. There we go. So, Sliced Bread, of course, pulling that win. Well done, Sliced.
Never again.
No?
Let's do that again.
Okay.
We need an act. I'm going to say this right now. I want a 1v1 between those two guys. Without the madness. Actual 1v1.
Yeah, like that was terrible.
We'll have to do it another time though, guys, because yes, that is the stream coming to an end. But yeah, guys, anyone who is watching, if you haven't already hit that sub button, please make sure you do so. Thank you very much, guys. And make sure you hit that notification bell on as well to be notified of whenever we go live. So the next time that we're going live will be tomorrow for our twin stream day. We're having racing first, and then after a little break, followed by the car show with the drag racing. Last call as well, guys. If anyone hasn't joined the Discord, go to the comment section and look at the pinned chat. There is a link for our Discord in there. Make sure you join in, guys, and say hello to the guys. But yes, GG, Anton, thank you very much for joining in, guys. It's been great running with you all, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. But yes, we've had a fair few members joining us tonight, so it's good to see the community growing. It is great. And so, look, 463 subs. That's 9 subs gained tonight. So thank you very much to every single one of you that subbed to us, and everyone, of course, who subbed previously. So on to 500 subs now. Can we see it? Not by the end of this week, but maybe by next week. We'll see. We'll see. But no, other than that, though, guys, thank you very, very much for watching, and we shall catch you again in the next stream. Peace out, guys.